same as last year. The first prize for winning is $1 million.
そしてこのカプコンカップ11はおとといから8日土曜日までの4日間、本日までは、総勢48名のプレイヤーによるグループステージを行っております。そして明日8日土曜日にはグループステージを勝ち抜いた16名のプレイヤーがトップ16トーナメントを戦い、カプコンカップ11の優勝者を決定いたします。
Capcom Cup, as you know, runs for 5 days from the 3rd until the 9th. Of course, the first 4 days are the solo, and the 5th day is the Street Fighter League World Championship. So until Saturday the 8th, that'll be when the top 16 is decided. And then, of course, up after that will be the 9th, where we have the Street Fighter League World Championships.
さらに最終日の9日日曜日にはストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024が開催され、世界3地域の熾烈なリーグ戦を勝ち上がったチームが世界一の称号をかけて激突いたします。
On the final day, Sunday, the 9th Street Fighter League World Championship 2024 will be held, where teams that have won their regions from around the globe will compete for the title of World Champion.
5日間という非常に熱くそして濃厚な日程となっておりますが、会場にお越しの皆さん、そして配信をご覧の皆さん、大会最後まで楽しんでいきましょう。
The remaining days are brilliant, amazing action to come. Let's enjoy these days. First 2 days were exhilarating, and we've got only more action to come. Man, it's going to be absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see what's going to go down today, tomorrow, and the day after. But let's enjoy these days.
さあ、グループステージのスケジュールの、ご覧いただきたいと思います。48名のプレイヤーは抽選で6名1組の8グループに振り分けられ、 Day1 から Day3 の3日間でグループ内で総当たり戦を行っております。グループ内の順位決定方法は同じグループのプレイヤーマッチ勝利数、そして獲得バトル数による得失点差の合計、グループ予選で直接対決した結果で勝利した選手の順に順位付けをさせていただいております。
So the group stage elimination schedule is on your screens. As you can see what happened day 1 and 2. Today, day 3 will start with group G to H, and then after that we'll be following through with groups A to C, and then lastly it will be groups D to F.
Day4 に進出できるのは各グループ上位2名のプレイヤー、トップ16のプレイヤーによるトーナメントマッチとなります。各グループ1位はウィナーズサイド、各グループ2位はルーザーズサイド。ウィナーズサイドで敗北した選手はルーザーズサイドへ行き、ルーザーズサイドで負けてしまうと敗退となります。こちらダブルエリミネーション方式とさせていただいております。
So the 48 players, as you know, were assigned random groups of 8 groups of 6 players. The first players are on the winner's side, and the second players that come through the groups will be on the loser's side. Players from the winner's side who then lose will drop down to losers, and players that start on the loser's side and lose on from there, that will result in elimination from the tournament.
果たして優勝賞金100万ドルを手にするのはどのプレイヤーになるのか、皆さんと一緒に最後まで見届けていきたいと思います。
Nobody knows who is going to get their hands on that $1 million prize purse, but let's enjoy the show as we jump into action on day 3.
それでは昨日の Day2 を終えての各グループの順位表を見ていきましょう。お願いします。
Alright, with that said, let's look at the group standings so far here as day 3 is about to commence.
さあ、昨日2日目まで終えて、なんと各グループが大混戦模様になりましたね。
それはそうですよね。
はい、勝敗数が同じようなプレイヤーがですね、たくさん生まれてしまった。つまりこの最終日、3日の結果によって誰が抜けるかというのが決まってくると。
まだ分かりませんね。まあ分かりそうなのは結構あって、3勝0敗っていうのはもう確定に近いんですよね。
4勝すれば抜けは確定する。ただ4勝の選手はまだ出てないんじゃないですか。
まだですね。はい、それは。はい。
そういった中で、3勝の選手ももし本日2敗してしまうと、状況によっては危ないですからね。
まずくなりますね、それは。はい。はい。何でもありますからね。
はい。 何が起きても
はい
不思議はない。そしてまあ出てる選手たちと結構話したんですが、
はい
みんなどのグループも厳しいと、
いやすごく厳しいですね。
ハードなグループだと言ってますよね。
はい、どこに入っても楽勝はありません。はい
さあというご覧のように見ていただいたグループ A から H まで、
はい
こちらのようにですね8グループで戦っていただいており、各グループ2人、ウィナーズサイドルーザーズサイドで、抜けることができてトップ16が決まっていきます。以上各グループの順位表を見ていただきました。
So there you have the group standings on the screen. You can see the groups are chock-a-block, just killers everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go in, there are no easy wins in this tournament. It is absolutely stacked wherever you look, and I don't know what's going to happen today. Players that have 3 wins and 0 losses are still not guaranteed to get through. They could come through today ending up with losses that put them in a tiebreaker situation. It could get ugly real quick here, but I'm just along for the ride and I'm super excited.
続いて本日のスケジュールとなります。こちらご覧ください。本日は Day3 なので一番右側ですね。グループ G から H から始まります。そしてグループ A から C、グループ D から F という形でグループを進めていきます。
As mentioned earlier, yep, so for day 3 we're going to be starting with groups G to H. Then after that, groups A to C, 2:30 Japan time, and then last but not least, group D to F to round off the day.
さあそしてですね、グループ G から H、そして A から C というこの間にインターバルを挟ませていただきますので、時間の方はあくまで目安とはなりますが、このタイミングでインターバルがあるということを、ご留意ください。
So we'll be having intervals in between the groups, just to break up the day, the flow of the action. But yeah, we'll be having fast-paced matches coming your way all through the day, so don't watch that.
そして今大会のスポンサー様のご紹介です。この配信は鈴木株式会社ほかふもふのお店 NTT 東日本オフィシャル PC パートナーのガレリアオフィシャルモニターパートナーの MSI とご覧の各社の協賛でお送りしております。
At Capcom Cup 11, we are extremely grateful and thankful to all of our sponsors, and I'd just like to do a little introduction for them here. So, the distribution is provided by Suzuki Motor Corporation and others. The event is brought to you by Fumofu's Shop, NTT East Japan. The official PC partner is Galera, and the official monitor partner is MSI. Thank you so much to all of our absolutely amazing sponsors. Now it's time to introduce the group.
さあそれでは早速本日も参りましょう。まずお届けするのはグループ G の模様です。
And now it's time, as we start day 3, to introduce Group G.
それではグループ G プレイヤー入場です。
And with that said, let's get ready for the player entrances.
まずは白夜のマジシャンジュシジョー。
First out, it's the White Knight Magician, Juicy Joe.
Juicy Joey.
フランスの若きヒットマン、キルズユー。
Hailing from France, it's the young hitman, Kills You.
中国14億分の1、上海。
The
Shanghai.
king of China, it's Shanghai.
ドミニカの移動要塞、カバー。
Representing the Dominican Republic, it's the juggernaut, Kaba.
フ フロリダの星中田
It's the Capcom Cup 2016 champion, the Sunshine Star, Knuckle-Doo!
姿勢の包囲網ネフュー
Next up, it's the intellectual nephew. Absolutely stacked group. Can't believe it. This is looking intense already, but these stare downs are serious.
今日はこのいきなり G から見ていくわけですが、ここからその上位進出者が決まっていくというのもすごい話ですね。
そりゃそうですよね。
はい。果たして誰が上位2名、その2つの椅子に座るのか。
言いにくいですね。
さあこれでステージ上に6名の選手が集いました。この6名によって総当たり戦を行い、上位2名の勝ち抜けプレイヤーを決めてまいります。
3日目なので、
そうですね。
後がありますよね。今勝利しないといけませんです。
今日勝たねばならない。さあ会場の皆さん、今一度大きな拍手をお送りください。
So the 6 members on your screen are the members of Group G, all ready to do battle here on day 3. And this is it, guys. It's got to happen now. It's now or never.
さあそれでは選手の皆さんにはスタンバイをお願いいたします。
Alright, as they prepare themselves for the final stage, it's going to all happen right now. Any strategies that they've got remaining have to be delivered right now. This is the last chance they've got to seal the deal and get into that top 16. But with that said, let's get into the action.
さあこの熱い戦いをさらに盛り上げていただく実況席の皆さんにここからはお渡ししたいと思います。実況席お願いいたします。
Alright, to kick off day 3, that's it from us here down at the stage. Let's pass it over to the caster's desk to get the action underway.
Indeed, shout outs to Ryan Hanaru, of course, on the stage. Man, this is day 3 of Capcom Cup 11. We're getting closer and closer to this day 4 to see who get those coveted spots in that top 16. My name is IFC Yipes, and of course, to the left of me, my sis, Sherry Jennings. How the hell are you?
I am so excited. Like, this is the last day before we determine who makes it into the top 16, and the matches and the scores are so close. Like, there are some pools, I think, actually very few, where they're just like, okay, there's no chance that these two are gonna change. But this pool is one of them specifically, where all of these matches really, really determine who's gonna make it out in winners and losers.
Yeah, man, listen, of course, round robin format as always. So we're going to see a couple of pools throughout the day, well, groups, I should say, where there's going to be potential tiebreakers, but we'll explain more of the rules as we move forward. But here is what you have today for Group G. Juicy Joe has definitely been a fan favorite for a lot of people. Just to highlight him a little bit off of the strength that he hasn't really been in offline events, so it's good to see that he's on a good stage, on a big stage like this, and everybody's very familiar, of course. Kills You in the mix as well. Shao Hai, definitely pretty much the leader of the old school and new school at this point. Kaba Knuckle-Doo, that's the one I'm gonna be looking for. And of course, to round it up is my boy Nephew, who's on the stage right now, getting ready to go up against the King of China himself, Shao Hai. Ooh, and I'm gonna be waiting for that match 4. If you know the lore, I'm gonna speak on it once we get there, but that's here nor there. Kick back and relax, y'all.
The King of China. Do you know how godlike that name sounds? Shao Hai versus Nephew. That's the King of Guangzhou.
What that mean?
Zhongguo. Sorry, he's from the region of Guangzhou, but Zhongguo is China.
Yeah, that's why you're Chinese, right?
I'm a little Chinese, you know.
Chinese?
I got a little Chinese Mandarin in me.
That was kind of smooth. I hear you. Man, I need to step up my languages, man. Everybody can speak 2 languages and stuff, but here it is.
Spanish.
but here it is, the play out here, of course. Shao Hai with a dominant 3-0. I would say Juicy Joe on the 3-1 side of things. So he's second place here in this group. So he's on the second place side of things. That's all right. So they do look comfortable. However, they have to win all of their matches to really confirm and to have that comfortable seat in the top 16.
Yeah, I mean, there's a potential for a 3-way tiebreaker here. It's really dependent on how Nephew does here. if he's gonna have a chance to 2-0 Xiaohai, which I think is a tall ask to 2-0
Da
the
Street
esports world
Fighter.
champion Xiaohai. But who knows? I was actually stalking them in the player room. I was kind of like wandering around, seeing what's going on over there, and I actually saw Xiaohai because he plays Bison. He's been playing Bison. We all know that nephew plays Juries. Sometimes there's whispers of him playing Mai, but Xiaohai actually has Akuma. He's actually hovering over Akuma right now, but I actually saw him playing Mai against Kaba's Jury.
Ah, okay, so a little bit of a warm-up.
I'm wondering who he's going to choose.
He has an Akuma? I'm not surprised. Like, let's be serious. This is Xiaohai we talking about. I'm not surprised, but I'm like wondering, when did you add him? I guess probably like a few weeks before Capcom.
In between the Ken and the, from Ken to Akuma to Bison, who knows? But I have seen him on the Akuma before.
4 characters for the Capcom Cup, but you know what, that's Xiaohai. Let's talk a little bit about nephew. Started a little shaky, put a little bit of confidence in that Mai against Knuckle-Do early on, and I feel like he just realized that, you know what, the character ain't ready. Not to say that he's not good with the character, but you're gonna have to lock in with all the chips. You pretty much bring to the table all the way from the Singapore premiere till now, so you better have to rock with you're gonna have to rock with your main squeeze, and that is Jury. And here we go, opening gambit time. Make some noise, everybody at home. Sherry, I'm excited for this one.
Let's get it started. Let's see what happens here. And we are going to see the Akuma come out.
Yeah, man, this is new data for me. I mean, I pretty much have a general idea. He is a Shotokan, so he's probably going to play it the same way as he would with Ken Masters. But he does have the better plasma, if you will. And, of course, the damage, phenomenal as usual. Already with the counter poke Xiaohai.
Yeah, and obviously great buttons, very similar to other Shotos. Guillotine whiffs, nephew's able to pick up with the Wood Punish into the level 1.
I like that. Priority, destroy the drive gauge. I understand. That early level 1. He could have stretched a little more if he really wanted to, but he's trying to preserve some bombs as well. Excuse me.
Okay. Pierces into the fireball. And there's that Whip Punish coming from the strong.
Here we go. Stalk your prey, nephew. It's all right. You're not that bad. Retreating is Xiaohai. Trying to avoid any type of blocks that, if you will, wants to stay on his feet. No jumps here, nephew. You're gonna, wow, that was sneaky. Gotta watch the legs. You know, when you see somebody walking up, you're automatically thinking he's gonna go for the low. So I like that option there from Xiaohai. You sneaky, sneaky young man, you. The kid.
That's what I'm saying. So much confidence to just walk up raw overhead.
Deixa de dar ai.
Okay, that's the nephew special, I call it.
Yeah.
He just has really good reads on when you want to melee throw him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, name of the game, throw loop for sure, in a lot of instances, so the jump strong does defeat it, but the level 3 activated. Okay, big damage. Is that a walk-up stand fierce? Are we going to attack the gauge? No, the shimmy, that was so sneaky. Xiaohai still looking dominant here in Group G.
Are we going to go to character select? I don't know if nephew needs a breather, but already, this is Xiaohai's Akuma just looking so dominating here, just with the whip punishes, with the normals. Littering the neutral with some plasma, as you said.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo, walk into that. You ain't just gonna stalk me for free. That's a good, wow, did he just walk up throw?
He said, I don't care. You can't try to shimmy me. I'm gonna walk up and throw you. Not even the wake up low forward.
That rock, paper, scissors, man. Of course, nephew looking for like a wake up button or wake up reversal, if you will.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Xiaohai's in nephew's head right now.
100%, I agree with that. There we go, let's go for the throw. Ooh, kill those frames. Homicide on those frames. Just to get the meaty stuff.
Xiaohai just backing up, giving nephew some space just in case he wanted to try to escape. Back throw.
Hit the brakes, trying to definitely bait out something. There we go, spacing him out. That stand fierce is so sneaky. You never think it reaches, but it does. Oh.
Caught the startup, but was able to end this round just with a fireball.
Okay, nice and simple. Xiaohai, of course, match point. Can you dominate nephew? You're gonna need this. You're definitely going to need this. I mean, it's still going to be tough considering that it would be a 2-1 scenario if nephew wins.
Yeah, this is his back is on the line right now. It is set point for Xiaohai.
Need all the rounds we could get.
There's a nice jump in coming from nephew. Taking Xiaohai to the corner. Forward throw.
Now we got to think about it here. What's the option, Xiaohai? What is going to be the options of wheels? We're trying to check a possible throw attempt, but great spacing from nephew for the whip punish on the crouch, a jab. That is dark nephew. He's looking in prime form right now. He's starting to wake up.
A little too far for the dry rush stand jab to hit there. Got whip punished. Back away from plus frames. Forward dash. Gets checked by Xiaohai with a crouch jab. Get off of me.
Absolutely. Keep him honest. Whoa. And it looks like he tried to hit the brakes with the jab. But it was still in the recovery state, so nice level 3 there from Nephew, identifying that he needs some big damage in order to stay alive here. Oh, okay. What a check. Could have confirmed it to a low forward. Xiaohai didn't believe.
Still a very scary situation because Xiaohai's on the brink of getting critical art. You don't want to whip against him.
Excuse me, crouch strong. I don't know if kind of hit stand jab works crouch strong, but there it is. Nephew staying alive, and that is what we needed because I don't want to see no bus ass.
I'm saying that is one of Jury's best buttons against really, really good players, the forward fierce, because it's double hit and it's so active. So it's just like when you are a player looking for the whip punish, it's always the active frames of the second kick that counter hits you for you to get that hit.
Yeah,
it really works against good players looking for the whip punish.
It's one of those buttons where you meet somebody in the middle, right? Catch you from moving forward. Definitely, I agree with that. Okay, Sherry, I see you. Sweep, throw, condition him early? No. You know, Xiaohai's one of the only few that I see when he does set up like a classic setup, like a Tatsu sweep, or just in general. He'll go for the meaty before he goes for the throw. Then he'll go from the wall rinse repeat from there.
Okay, help the parry there. Double throw from Nephew. Okay, nice confirm off the fireball, drive rush.
Build as much meter as you can. This is definitely not impossible. The counter poke overhead. And it's like nobody's expecting it. I wouldn't expect it at that point. Of course, the classic would be a low forward or crouch jab, but here we go. Set point here for Xiaohai, the kid. Oh, the bait. He felt that one in his soul. What? Was he trying to get the big damage and get the shimmy on top of that? I'm not too sure. But hey, this is Nephew's world.
I think it was very unfortunate for Nephew that the combo dropped there.
There you go, for sure. There it is. The button that you was talking about. Everybody walks into that. Nice. Deplete the drive gauge. You need some electrolytes, my friend. Oh, that was sneaky. Xiaohai tried to avoid the back throw and he got clipped on the way out.
Okay, wake up lights, just keep Nephew in check.
Ay, your legs. Open toe sandals, that's why. He ain't wearing sandals here, right? Oh, no. Not at all. It's open toes.
It's open toes for sure. They're both open toe technically, right? Take the throw. There's a wake up reversal. That's what I'm talking about. That forward fierce is so deceptive. You cannot whip punish it. You are going to get counter hit by the active frames, and the lights are going to take it. Nephew takes it 2-1 over Xiaohai.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He needed that 100%. And the man says, Nephew says, hey, Xiaohai, you can bleed like the rest of us. Xiaohai has been dominant the whole time, so pretty good that Nephew put a dent into the program there.
Kind of shook him off the throne a little bit because he was sitting high. He was cooking everybody. Like the past 2 days, day 1 and day 2, Xiaohai has been cooking. So it's kind of good to see how Nephew adapted to this.
Yeah, I'm just very happy that Nephew is just sticking to his guns with the jury. I mean, it's good to have multiple characters when it comes to a grand stage like this, but you just gotta have to stick with what everybody knows you for and garner your best results. So, I mean, good stuff to Xiaohai. Respect the Akuma pick. This is the first time I've seen his Akuma. I'm not surprised. This guy plays at an optimal level, knowing that he's going to be in these grand stages as well. So, but definitely, Nephew, great adaptation, just walking the man down properly.
It's beautiful play. I mean, this is very, very standard Shotokan versus Jury, right? And as I mentioned, the way that Xiaohai plays is so fundamentally solid. Nephew also plays the same exact way, so it's really who gets the upper hand in the neutral when it comes to these two players.
Yeah.
And at first it was Xiaohai. Xiaohai was cooking with the whip punishes,
100%.
with the strong, with the fierces, but Nephew was able to adapt the timing and which buttons. He started going with the heavies, so he wasn't whiffing the low forwards anymore. He started going with the heavies, and that started clipping Xiaohai.
Facts. yeah, man. Shout out to Sherry, man. But yo, our next match is going to be a fire one. I mean, this is a teaser for me because you already know what I'm really waiting for. But Cabo versus Kills You is definitely on standby. Two of the best in the business for sure. But yeah, just a friendly reminder. I'm pretty obviously everybody knows it's a round robin format. Right now we are just trying to see who makes it to day 4. But we might have some drama on the way through when it comes to the group stages because we do have situations where it could be 3-way ties, 2-way ties, or whatever the case may be. You guys know the rules. Of course, if it's a head-to-head, it's a tie game. When if it was 2 opponents that face each other, whoever had the higher up, they're pretty much the win. You don't really need no tiebreakers there. However, if this is like a 3-way tiebreak or just like a 2-way, regardless of the situation, it's going to turn into a single elimination 1-game match. And unfortunately, not to break your guys' hearts, it will be off stream. So I'm going to make sure if one of the homies could record that for you to throw that, just to put it on the footage for you guys on Twitter. But I'm assuming we're just trying to keep a tight ship here to move forward in the schedule, right? Because I mean, I'm with it to just see the whole set. I mean, it is what it is. But you know what? I'm not the powers that be. So hopefully one of the players will record it. I'm pretty sure they will. And I think the match will be going down in the green room. So anybody that's out there that knows one of the homies that's here, that's just kicking back, just want to record something, man, just go for it, dude. And just bless us, because I definitely want to see all the results. But yes, we are going to have a lot of potential ties and see who's going to make it to the top 16 tomorrow, man. A lot of drama.
Yeah. I mean, it's day 3. We're 1 day away from establishing the 16 players that move on to tomorrow. And by the end of tomorrow, one person's going to walk away with $1 million.
Yep, and this is the pretty much like the pool, right? Like the group that is gonna possibly have a couple of ties. I know there's a couple of others.
Yeah, like there was a chance for a 3-way tie. I think there might actually still be a chance for a 3-way tie. I had to calculate with Nephew having to go 2-0 first against Shanghai, but then I just looked at the scoreboard and I saw that brought Shanghai down to +2. There's a way for Juicy Joe to get down to +2.
Okay.
And there's a way for to move up to +2, from what I remember correctly. But you know, I can't do that much math in my head.
No, you good, and we gotta let it play out. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And of course, guys, remember, all the rounds count.
Yeah.
Okay, just keep that in mind. So whoever's just washing everybody, 2-0, 2-0s, no rounds, that's great for you. But you know what? If you want to stay in the game knowing that it's gonna be a tie situation, it's good to win all the rounds that you can to make it more, to give you more of a chance to move forward in the top 16, or just to try to survive in general. Hell, even for dignity's sake, like even if you know you're not gonna make it, at least go out with a bang, right? So, but speaking of bang, this is gonna be a great match here. Kaba versus Kills You, of course, hailing all the way from the France side of things. This is my guy.
Yes.
I had a joke with him this whole time in SFLU. Like, this guy actually looks like one of my baby cousins. I gotta look for
Really?
It was kind of freaking me out when I was there. I was like, wow, this guy looks exactly like my cousin. Shout outs to Lenny. You already know what it is.
Do you know a bit of lore behind Kills You? Do you know that he was like a professional FIFA player before he moved on to Street Fighter?
Yeah, he was. He played sports games for sure, and I think he just had to make a decision. I'm not too sure if it's the sponsor made it for him, but to be honest, in terms of the group of competition that he does have on the EU side of things, I feel like that was an excellent choice, to be very honest with you.
I mean, he's cooking. He's one of the strongest players coming out from Europe, coming out from France, and he's been doing well ever since he's picked it up in Street Fighter 5.
Yes. I mean, he's a gamer. We're all gamers. I respect it. We press buttons.
And I do like this Cammy pick coming from Kills You, because he used to play Cammy. He switched over to Jury permanently.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No, actually, or is it the other way around? Sorry, he used to be Jury, and now he's on Cammy.
Don't matter. He's a gamer.
Yeah, it's a bad matchup regardless.
Okay.
If you wanted to go Jury versus Guile, so I'm pretty sure this is why he went with the Cammy pick.
1,000%, Sherry. Let's go. Going for the low forward. Already representing the OD reversal. Wow, Kaba. Akeroso. I love it.
What's that mean?
Disgusting.
Akeroso.
Like disgusting.
Akeroso.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you're nasty. Yeah, there you go. Something along those lines. You already know. Shout out to my Dominicanos. I'm pretty sure y'all watching. This is going to be an awesome day. Pardon me, brother.
Oh, no. All good. No, I'm just talking about the spacing coming from Kills You now. He just littered that spacing with a whole bunch of heavies with the standing roundhouses, and it made Kaba to want to press the heavy button, and he walked back just enough to get the whiff punish with the crouch strong. We're talking about some neutral here.
Yeah, like Kills You, still composed. This is where you want to keep him. Even if you're not opening him up, wail on the drive gauge at all possible times. Wow, no flash kick or crouching fist. Respecting the dive kick. I see that, Kaba. Oh, wow, right out of range. That could have been a low forward.
Okay. There's that flash kick.
I definitely text.
So delayed.
That's what I call those overheads on drive rush. Those are just delays. All day. Catches the overhead or the technical. Wow, you went for it again, you scumbag.
Like, because you was able to block this time, and he's just going to have to find a way to get through the Sonic Boom right now. Okay.
Booch.
No whiff punish on the hop me.
Those are the same joints that Kendrick was wearing, no?
Yeah, he got the little bell bottoms with the belt going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if, actually don't know if Kendrick had a belt, but he did have the bell bottoms going on.
Okay.
Denim bell bottoms, what a choice.
I'll rock them one day if I get skinnier.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for the one time. I gotta get skinnier though. All right, here we go. Look at that, tit for tat. We're just trying to find our pace here. Who is gonna score the first knockdown? The one that really matters the most for Kaba, at least. And of course for Kills You, who's trying to survive.
Yeah, and Kills You so fundamentally strong. He's just walking Kaba into the corner. But as a Guile player, you are kind of used to just standing and waiting in the corner.
Yeah, he's identifying that Kaba is just sitting there trying to wait for the space out into the dive kick. Looks like he tried to back dash possibly to avoid a tick throw.
No counter hit from that jab, so not a full conversion coming from Kaba.
There
Let's get that level 2. Let's burn Killju out.
Yeah, man, he spaced him out. He wasn't even close enough for the drive reversal. Okay, the pressure zone. We do have 3 balls, however, Killju is very aware of that. Don't get thirsty for the drive impact, Kaba. Just wear him down, shave, and file those nails down.
You think he'll go for another overhead? What you think?
I think so. I thought he was going to do it right there.
I thought so too.
10 seconds on the clock. Can we survive the onslaught from the Juggernaut? Oh, get the hell up off of me. Uh-oh. Oh, and he thought he was out of reach from the low forward, and Killju survives. Just frames a little pixels of the low forward reach. Unfortunate for Kaba, that was a misread. No!
A little too far for both, actually. There's an OD flash kick just to get the pressure off of him. Tried to walk forward. Nope, Kaba was walking back. Okay, nice check.
That's right. Where the hell you think you're going, says Kaba ranks. Okay. What's it gonna be here for the follow? Of course, the classic. No, not even. Drive rush. Boom, boom, boom. Open the door. It's ATF. Kaba ranks.
Man, Kaba with those delayed jabs, those delayed crouch jabs are catching Killju every single time because Killju is trying to switch up how he's approaching and trying to open up Kaba, and he's getting checked a lot for trying to walk up button.
Correct, correct. I think he's trying to sneak in like a crouch strong or a throw, of course, but yes, correct on what you said there. Like, nice call. That's the name of the game, man. If you don't have a plus frame situation off of a drive rush jab, you don't get the guarantee like guess for sure. So if you see the drive, bones, crouch jab, enter throw, that is like one of the best ways to just go and try to establish some offense on the defensive side of things.
Beautiful spin knuckle through the sonic boom. First one that finally connects. Kaba is set on getting these drive rush overheads.
Yeah, he's setting him up. Watch, he's gonna go for the legs next time. Okay.
Nice side switch.
Yo, Killju's played a lot of Guile, man. Shout out to Akanu. I know for a fact he's very familiar with that bazooka knee setup. Ain't nobody taking nowadays on that. Target combo level 1, I concur. Troll. No, not even. It wasn't close enough. I thought he was in the corner like for real, for real.
There's a whip punish. Nothing off the punish counter, though.
Come on!
Wait a second.
It's good. Do I feel a reversal coming along the next time Kaba is next to Killju? I have this feeling. Okay.
Stand medium kick takes it. That's definitely one of her best buttons.
Yeah.
Outside of the crouch strong low forward. I don't know. She just has a whole bunch of good buttons.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of her punish counter roundhouse. It just pushes you to the corner little by little, and it just wails on the drive gauge easily. So I'm loving the space, and he's staying in that Guile range, so Kaba won't be comfortable for the sonic boom.
It would catch a start for the sonic boom if he was to do a sonic boom from that spacing. Waited for the spin knuckle, reacted with the crouch jab. Beautiful stuff coming from Kaba here.
Okay. Unhand me. Kaba's definitely trying to find a way out. Is Killju gonna let him know is the question.
I think he's gonna try to find a way to burn him out, but he burned himself out.
Now he tried his best. He delayed it too. I get it. He tried to survive, but Killju very patient.
This is a little scary situation because he's not dead.
Chip out though for sure. Chip out center spin knuckle. He's gonna wake up with the super. That is what Killju's looking for. Looks like he tried. I saw the movement. He tried to do it.
Yeah, I was wondering if Kaba was trying to find a way to do a normal, like, you know, the stand medium kick, the step kick to cancel into the level 2 just to get the chip damage because they were both burnt out.
Okay. Nothing but buttons. 30 plus years old. Well, he's like in his 50s, but I'm talking about the moves.
Who, Guile?
Yeah, his moves has aged.
Is he 50 years old?
He's dusty. Yeah.
I can see with the hairstyle. This hairstyle, he's a little dusty.
Yeah. You know, he takes his flights. He gets priority because he's from the military.
A veteran.
For sure. Veteran, yes. Actually, I think he's still in the mix. He's still kicking. That's for another story. That's how we work those arms. Sonic booms all day. Where the cable's at? I'm working on my back.
Man, the mileage that Killju is getting off of standing roundhouses.
The shorty. The aggressor kills you. What do we call him? The young assassin?
Is that his nickname?
I think so, hopefully.
I think it's very accurate.
Yeah. Look at him. He's talking to himself. You know, even though I'm looking at the matches, I'm looking at the player cam reactions. Kaba's just a stone cold. But Killju's actually coaching himself as the match goes on. Oh, the whip punish, nice! And obviously that stand fist had the purpose, of course, if it lands, the driver's combo, etc. But it's just so he can push himself out the corner. So Kills You identified that and got a great punish just off of a whip punish.
Yeah, a little too late on the sweep attempt for the whip punish. We're going straight to the level 1, okay, just to get some damage. Safe jump set up.
Jump, that is safe, yes. Good health insurance on that one.
No anti-air coming from Kaba there.
I'm seeing that Kaba's respecting the whip punish game a little more, so he's actually just trying to wait for Kills You to press buttons first so he can actually attack. Now it's my turn. Ooh, we caught that. Put that in my back pocket. Kills You for the throw situation. Oh, I panicked. I thought he was going to do it too, Kaba. Early level 3 to attack the drive gauge immediately.
What's the next sequence here?
Oh my God.
What do you think is going to happen?
Level 3, possibly. He's trying to hold them forward. You know, in those scenarios, you would think you would mash level 3 in between a string, but man, here, no, I don't know if he tried it, but Kills You, stays alive and well, adds one to his scoreboard, moving on in Group G. Very nice. Look, he's very seasoned in this matchup, I'm going to be very honest with you. Seen him play the likes of Akano on the casual side of things, back at SFLEU. Just on the practice side of things, you can see that he is very sharp when it comes to playing a character like Guile. And of course, there's always different styles of Guiles as well, but he definitely did his homework. Good
Clearly, like in the neutral, that was insane play coming from Kills You in the neutral. Just the usage and the spacing that he did with the roundhouse. And I had mentioned, he kind of set it up. He set it up for Kaba to be kind of antsy on how he wants to counter the roundhouse. So he started throwing out fierces, he started throwing out medium kicks, and that's when Kills You responded with throwing out his own strong, getting the counter hit.
Yeah, fact. Just credit to anybody that has patience going up against Guile. Obviously, Kaba didn't really have the space to keep that keep-away game that he's known for, or aggressive keep-away game, I would say, if you will. So credit to Kills You for always staying at that stand fierce range, because you never know. And mind you, credit to Kills You as well. He definitely adapted once he saw that Kaba flash kicked one dive kick. As you can see, as the match played on, he really wasn't throwing dive kicks like that. So he was definitely trying to stay on the healthy side of things in the neutral.
Yeah,
so very nice.
Kills You was grounded. As you mentioned, he only did one dive kick and I got flash kicked immediately. He's like, you know what? We're just going to keep on doing roundhouses in neutral. I'm going to try to find a way to get in with the low forward, with the whip punishes, and just using Cammy's walk speed back and forth.
Amazing. Yeah, man.
Good stuff from Kills You.
Adaptation. The young, you know what? Let me see his name. I gotta see. Do I actually have the paper for this? Or I left it in the green room.
The players like government names?
No. I don't even want to know. You know what? I'd rather know their gaming names than their real names.
Oh, you're talking about the nicknames.
Yeah.
Is that still here? Hold up. Let me see. Is this it?
But here is the point spread, ladies and gentlemen.
I have it.
Kills You, adds one to the board. Wait a minute. So he beat Kaba. Oh, wow. That's his like real W, like his first one. Okay, so he's staying alive and well. Got to be consistent. He's still on the minus side of things due to the fact, you know what I'm saying, everybody's more ahead of him in terms of the brown side of things, so I get it.
And he's going to have to play Shao Hai later, too. Kills You.
I would like that match. I want to see that. He could do it. He's definitely possible, but that's here nor there. Let's talk about Nephew. You know what? We all know Nephew. Let me not disrespect the young lad. Shout out to Dark Neff, the intellectual. But the White Knight Magician has won the hearts of many that has been watching at home. Again, I was stressing this. A lot of people didn't know about Juicy Joe, all the way from Sweden, doing well in his War Warriors in his region. It was mostly on the offline side of things, you know, the salt mine side of things, etc., etc. But he never really had his big break when it comes to being on a big stage. And here we are. He qualifies, and he's here at the Capcom Cup, and he's letting it be known that he possibly might be the best JP next to Kakeru. You know what? I'm not going to front. He does got a little more sauce.
Juicy Joe has more sauce?
I think he got a little more sauce than Kakeru, man. That's just me. I think the only difference is maybe the parries.
Okay.
Kakeru is known for the parries a little more, but the strategy is still there. But I ain't gonna lie though, Kakeru's ridiculous. I'm just being a hater here because I'm just more of a fan of Juicy Joe. Shout out to Kakeru. But
I think there's some clear differences in how they play. I think Kakeru, obviously everyone has some baseline of amazing neutral, right? But I think Juicy Joe's neutral has actually the highlight of his play. And that's something that, you know, I would think that this is kind of what you want JP to be known for, this neutral, because he is those type of characters that want to keep you away. He's playing a little mini game with you before he has to go in and be aggressive. But Juicy Joe is really, really good with his spacing and the way that he wants to get around how you want to get on him, which is, I feel like, the whole point of JPs. But I've played online JPs before, and that's not how they play.
No, I get you. Yeah, it's a different it's top shelf, if you will. It is top shelf for Juicy Joe. So I'm very happy of him. I'm very happy and very proud of him, man. Again, shout out to Problem X for pretty much letting me know that this guy's a killer, because I had no idea who this man was, and I apologize.
Yeah.
You already know. I know my man Benjamin is watching at home. Everybody from the EU, I'm sure, is watching this.
Shout out to Ritas, you know, Salt Mine League. This is how I knew about Juicy Joe, because I commentated one of the Salt Mine Leagues and he was playing in it.
Oh, nice.
I was just like, oh.
Damn, what time was that? What time was you up?
I don't even remember. I think it was Sunday at like 7 in the morning or something like that.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, man, commentating, look, you think it's easy, but it's not when you're in the moment. I'll tell you that. That's love. It's cool that you're here, Sherry.
I can't believe I'm here.
Hey.
I'm happy to be here.
Me too. Me too. This is pretty cool. And I hope you guys enjoying our vibes over here at home. Please just show some love. I can't really see the stream, but if you could throw a couple of hearts for us and just love. Just show some love, man. You know, love is free. Hate is expensive.
I have a question for you before they go into this match, because it seems like they're doing a little bit of button checks right now.
Holla.
You know how yesterday you explained to me what a donut and a breadstick was?
Uh-huh.
So what happens when they get 2 points? What's that? Like double breadsticks, like Roman numerals?
I like that, but mine's just more non-esports. When you know, you go to the bathroom, you take a 1 and a 2.
I see what you're saying.
So they're taking. I usually say they're taking a crap on each other when it's deuce.
I got you.
It's just me. Okay?
We like that. We like that.
Like, oh, I think we're going straight to it. I thought it was a button check. Let's switch this music. I don't know if you guys still hear what's going on the stage. Oh no, this is a button check, is it? No, I think this is it. This is it. I'm so sorry.
No, there were some weird interactions going on. There's a little pausing. That's because they're both trying to feel each other out. So it kind of felt like a button check at first.
Okay, there it is. We in there. Try to look for that counter hit. Let me see. We do have meter now. Okay, we can survive the drive impact onslaught. Woo! You know, I've been seeing a lot of people do that when he teleports. They'll do neutral jumps just to stay still, right? Just to stay closer to them for more offense, which I think is pretty sweet. And of course, if you try to cross cut, it might go under, so it might whiff. So that's why it keeps it more solid. Man, speaking of solid ass whipping right there from Nephew.
I do think as much as we talk about neutral and how great Juicy Joe's is, just on paper, this matchup from Jury to JP, JPs have always historically said that they hate playing against Jury because she has so many options, so many movement options to close in on him.
Yes, the fireball, right? It's
the
just trailing. Woo, the perfect parry to just cut through the parkour. He said, huh. Let's go. The accountant is in.
We got some movement coming in from Nephew. Let's get the feng shui going.
Both of these guys are just playing at a high level. It's like, now it's your turn. Okay, I know I lost it, but at least I took a little bit off of you. Now we on the pressure. The jump fierce is just so good, so early on. Look at all of that. It's a double overhead, giving me essence of my favorite game. You know? People that don't know in VC2. I love anything that has multiple layered offense, and definitely Jury has that in the bag, that privilege.
The double jump?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I hate that.
The two attacks over there?
Yeah, because it could be one. Who knows? We don't know how many they want to do.
It's just the fact that you can hit early fierce like that, man.
Yeah.
Like you would think like, okay, he's jumping in. Maybe I have a possibility to just walk under and block the cross up, but no, it's just speeding you halfway. Pow! Cicotes. Stinky feet, if you want to know.
Cicotes.
Cicotes.
Stepping my Spanish up. I'll teach you some Chinese too.
Please. Woo! What a way to cut through the wind.
First OD Amnesia, Juicy Joe's presenting.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stop talking Spanish. Let's go.
Nice dash forward coming from Nephew. Okay, counter hits, that's gonna be enough.
I see you.
So yeah, we're seeing a little bit more movement on Juicy Joe's side too.
It's always about the first game. You gotta fill him out. I'm not sure how much experience Juicy Joe has, but I'm sure he's played Zerna. Shout out to my boy Zerna. Pretty sure he's watching right now. I don't know what the hell's a skibbity still, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Oh!
What a whip punish with the heavy too.
I just said deuce.
That's like the perfect spacing for Jury to be in, right under the counter.
Oh no, the burnout is imminent. This is tough.
Are we gonna see if, nope. I was gonna say, does he need to feng shui? Nope, he didn't. DI is all he needed to get this done.
Wise choice for Juicy Joe to keep his ball. Sometimes I do have that itch where I just still want to play and survive, but you know, we're in a professional setting. So I appreciate that he saved his ball knowing that it was definitely dwindling down in that situation.
What a check.
He wasn't sure. I like that from Juicy Joe. He had to pause there a little bit. Nice anti-air into the level 3. Woo! I like that. Layered parkour tour. Love it. The obstacle course, the jungle gym.
Man, eating 40%, trying to jump. He's about to get burnt out too. He's gonna get chipped. What? Okay, a fuha?
Huh? Okay, one apiece. Great adaptation there for Juicy Joe, being more the aggressor. Pick this spots to even to hit Nephew with those burnout sequences.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was talking about. Just I felt the difference between game 1 and game 2 was that in the game 1, Juicy Joe was really trying to figure out how Nephew wanted to approach him. There was a lot of drive rushes through the ghost, and then some good jumps here and there coming from Nephew's side. But Juicy Joe, I felt like he recognized that, and that's when he started doing different timings for the ghost, different timing for the spikes.
Yes.
I was able to check Nephew's drive rush, and it makes me like question, like, should I do it again? I don't want to get hit by this counter hit or punish counter combo coming from Juicy Joe. And he started teleporting all over the place a little bit more too, right outside of the range from the neutral jump punish.
Did that one instance, I think he perfect parried, and then he just jumped and dive kicked right through all of the keep away options from Juicy Joe. From the departure and the whole 9, but here we go. This is a breadstick apiece. It's funny that you bring up the 2-2 situation. I actually forgot for a second.
That is a breadstick, yes.
Like that, breadstick might make sense, right?
It's like Olive Garden, you know, unlimited breadsticks.
I like that. Big fan. Let's get in. Departure is set just in case if you jumped in. I thought he was gonna, he probably thinking that Nephew was just gonna sit back and relax, but being the aggressor here.
What a trade.
We was ready, Juicy.
Yep, the conversions. Doesn't really matter that he's burnt out. He has Nephew in the corner.
As long as his spinal cord is not to that wall on the left side, he is good. And he got 1 meter to rock with, and he's healthy. There it is, and we healthy. Speaking of which, we're touching grass again on the drive gauge. Meet you halfway. Juicy Joe, what a hell of a check.
What an adaptation coming from Juicy Joe. Now he's the one sitting on set point against Nephew.
So, shout out to the Japanese commentators, man. He's just a Juicy Joe. Yo.
They're very hype. It gets me hype.
Yes. Ooh, man, unfortunately, can't get much. Only if you're really close with the low forward.
There's the first whiff, OD Amnesia. Okay, and this puts him into the corner. Nephew tried to be a little cheeky there with the backdash.
Man, he's landing. That was a beautiful, perfect parry on the fireball into a crouch strong, but they didn't really get a conversion. But he's still here, though. He has the level 3, and there it is. Juicy Joe moves forward. Get some points in the bank, man. He's stretching that. I think this might solidify him in the top 16. I think that puts him up to 4-1. So I think it's safe to say he's good, as long as he stays solid playing all of his matches, but I think he's good. I think this man has made the top 16. I mean, you've seen it in his face. That smile said it all. I see you, Sweden. Okay, good stuff. Juicy Joe. Yeah. I don't want Nephew to think I'm not his friend. I'm just very excited to see
that was
happy.
amazing play.
Yeah.
I love some good Street Fighter, and that was amazing play coming from Juicy Joe, the adaptation. And the thing that I just love about JP in general, not even just Juicy Joe, but shout out to him, is the extension, the combo extension, the conversions that you get off spikes. That stuff is sick. That gets, I played JP for a little bit, you know, so not my character for sure, but I love seeing players like Juicy Joe playing JP in the hands, and you know, in the hands of like Juicy Joe and Kakeru.
You played JP?
I did play JP. You know, sometimes when a new game drops, you don't know what character you want to play. So I tried JP, I tried Kimberly, I ended up on Luke. And then I tried Bison, and then I tried Akuma, and I'm back on Luke.
There you go. To the main squeeze. But, yo, excellent. Look, so game 1 dominant for Nephew. The walk down was immaculate. Juicy Joe wasn't really too scared going into the next game. So I know that was dry bones, but it's as simple as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, like, you really can't be deterred. It is, you still have a game. It's like, what is it? It's not over till it's over. That really, really is a case of fighting games, because you do have that time to adapt, whether it's in the next round, whether it's in the next game.
Facts. Facts. But again, like, even if Juicy Joe lost his 2-1, since it went in a back and forth scenario, I think he still would have been healthy in the group stage scores. But Juicy Joe, man, I think I could put this on record. Welcome to the top 16.
I think so.
I think
whether it be losers or winners, he's sitting pretty in winners right now. Xiao Hai still has to play 1 more match. And if he goes 2-0 or even 2-1, I think it's going to be Juicy Joe and Xiao Hai in winners or losers.
I think it's in the bag. I think it's in the bag, yes. As you can see, he played everybody in this group, only losing to Xiao Hai's mind. So, yeah, congratulations, Juicy Joe. Okay, now, Xiao Hai obviously sitting comfortable on the loser side of things in this group.
But he still has one more match.
Yes, so he could make this good for himself.
It is against Killju. So if he is to 2-0 Killju, he actually will go out in winners against Juicy Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it would be based on the score between the two.
I think for Juicy Joe to just keep that top spot, he would have Xiaohai would have to lose rounds, possibly. No, actually, no. I think if he all right, if Xiaohai wins dominantly, 2-0, no rounds, that's in the back. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is what I've been waiting for. Hold on, guys. I think y'all know the story behind this one. Let me explain it to you guys. And shout out to Sherry. She could just hit me with the extra read all about it right here.
I went through the Twitter because like I was just like, we know the history, but I don't know if everyone knows the history between these two.
Okay, all right. So for those that know who've been watching the online series, the offline side of things, hell, let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter on this. Cream City Convergence, Knuckle-Doo suffered a loss to Kaba. Now, apparently, Kaba popped off, right? And Knuckle-Doo didn't like that. So you know what? I'm going to read a message, okay, verbatim.
Quote it, quote it.
I got you, Shayla. So Knuckle-Doo responds, he says, Kaba definitely popped off and said he's the #1 Guile. Didn't know beating me one game with Guile erases all tournaments I've destroyed him in with Guile and Cammy. If he truly believes it, let's run a 1st-7-4. Big amount of money. And we could do it in his home DR, what's up? That's it. You know, Kaba, he was probably like, ¿Qué pasa con este tigre? Este tigre un loco, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Right? Pretty much saying, what's wrong with this guy? This guy crazy? Well, this is more than just what y'all was trying to play originally for. This is for $1 million. Who wants it the most? And obviously we in the group stages, but who wants to get to that point? And you know what? This is a little shaky too, because if Kaba wants to even have a chance to make it, well, actually, I might have to look at the scores after this. I don't even know if he has a shot to actually win this, but just to keep in contention, he has to win all of his matches.
Kaba?
Yeah, and he's gonna have to deal with Knuckle-Doo on top of that. Still show some respect. Look, at the end of the day, it is a rivalry, but they show respect to each other because it took a lot of hard work to get here and a lot of dedication. So I appreciate these guys, these combatants, legends of the game for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And I really don't think, obviously they have played each other so many times. They played online, they played offline. And I think Do has approached this matchup with Guile and with Cammy. But I especially watching how Killju just handled Kaba, I think there's a chance that Knuckle-Doo is going to play Cammy in this matchup.
Yeah, I was actually shocked for a second, but now I think it's safe to say once we see these characters outside.
Gotcha.
Unless, of course, they're trying to hit production with a mix-up.
It's happened. We've been mixed up before.
Oh, a couple times. When it's on, it's on. Let's go. Let's go. Opening match. Woo! This is the championship for me. Let's go.
Beautiful. Let's get this going.
Woo! This game's gonna be fire.
There's a flash kick from the start of the round. Okay.
Oh, the aggressor. Look at these guys. No emotion on their faces. Yeah, that is pure. That's pure threat. That's pure. Trying to open him up that time with the counter hit. While the cross cut, he stood up for a little bit. What?
Man, this is just such a difference in pacing on how he approaches the matchup with Killju.
Let's go. This is revenge time for Knuckle-Doo. Let's go, Knuckle-Doo. Down on the chips, but you're still looking good, my boy. All you need is one knockdown. And you got that corner. You gained it.
Okay. Slowly poking over at Kaba.
Oh, I like that. Knuckle-Doo's like, you better respect my space. Throw that sonic boom. I dare you. Damn, it's all buttons. And you see those normals when they advance, you think it's a sonic boom.
And you run into it.
Yep, 100%. Thinking you can walk a block. Oh, there it is. That's that opportunity he needs.
Okay.
Okay, wailing on it. Nice.
Oh, the perfect parry. This is going to burn him out with the punish counter. He's not going to have any meter to flash kick, but he can super.
Wake up super, I promise you. Next knockdown, wake up super.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's maybe 2 more guesses before he decides to wake up super here.
Facts. Uh-oh. Oh, wasn't a string.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Knuckle-Doo tried to get a little cheeky with it, you know? A little reset into the DI.
Imagine, maybe if he spaced it out a little bit, but it wouldn't have been too obvious, huh?
Yeah. Off the low forward, that is a tech that you can do. Just be ready to throw, because it's not true. You have to do it off a heavy.
Correct.
To be unable to throw a DI.
So you have to have true strengths. You can't lie in your offense. True strengths. Let's go. Kaba has been here before. If you want to be a professional Guile player, you got to know how to post up on the block.
Down back.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
we made it.
Short.
We cleared it.
plus frames. NuckleDude did not care that there were plus frames there. Took the trade.
What's math?
What's a plus frame?
Oh, well, actually. Let's go. Drive rush? No. Damn! Right in the chest cavity. Okay. Respect to Kaba. Adapted. Last time he thought it was a dive kick, but no, he committed to the cross-up again, and Kaba didn't commit to the flash kick. This man wants to survive. One hit away for both of these guys, really, in the favor of Kaba.
Yeah, Kaba's gonna keep trying to go. Oh, what a jump roundhouse from NuckleDude.
Level 1, yes, never be cheap on. I'm gonna say this like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th time they went out on a date. These guys have been playing a lot, man, on the online side of things too. So this has definitely been brewing. I like how I can feel the tension in the air. Can you feel it?
I felt like in that last scenario, in that last interaction, I felt like Kaba was getting a little, I don't want to say greedy, but he really wanted to end the round with the super, and something that Kaba's so known for doing is a step kick cancel into super, and I felt like that's kind of how he got hit by a jump roundhouse.
Oh, wasn't close enough. Sonic Boom, of course, 30 plus years. This character's so cool. He's had the same moves for that long. The moves are older than me. Lies. Nice. Got out of range of that throw. We are close. One standing roundhouse away to put him in burnout, and NuckleDude is going to identify that immediately. Actually, 2. Maybe that 1? No, not even. It looks like Kaba was trying to interrupt the stand roundhouse.
Got counter hit by the walk-up stand fierce coming from NuckleDude.
Correcto mundo. Ooh, first blood for Shopify Rebellions. Kaba, how are you feeling? A wardrobe change,
Yep.
okay.
We're changing colors, but he still has those denim bell bottoms on.
Respect to NuckleDude for not running the mirror match. Obviously would have made it more epic, but I ain't trying to see no guy. I'm trying to see
There's a million
Kaba
on the
versus
line.
Dude. Yeah, I ain't trying to see the guy. That's for dreams. For dreams out there, for the dreamers. I'm here to see who's trying to get the bag, son. Damn, that's twice already. He's not giving him the dive kick, Jared.
I mean, that's amazing on NuckleDude's end, just trying to deter Kaba from anti-airing him all the time with flash kick, right? So it's giving NuckleDude a bit more chance to approach from the aerial side of things.
I got a message to deliver.
Okay.
Oof. And just slowly but surely pushing himself out. Sniped out the flow chart offense.
Don't try to chain me with lights. I will perfect parry it, Kaba says.
100%. And that's the perfect time he's doing it too. He's doing it from a range. It's not like he's up close. So you don't have to worry about the throw. Let's go. Kick back. Oh, what a bait. I don't know if he expected Kaba to drive rush afterwards, so he tried to meet him halfway with the spin knuckle.
No, but okay, just there. What a delay low forward. It does connect. Side switch to the hooligan. One hit, cash out. If he gets the strike. Wait, what?
We could have killed her. Oh, he still got it though. Oh my God, now that puts NuckleDude at set point. Kaba, I'm gonna need you to raise that difficulty setting, baby, because that man's gonna say a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know on stage, but
yeah, no, I'm wondering what's going on with these drive reversals. Like, I think he's doing, I think he's playing a little nervous because he's doing these drive reversals so early after blocking, and 3 times even against Killju, it's been whiffing because they're not doing the cancel into drive rush.
Yeah, that was odd though, but they are Kaba is known for delay drive reversals. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the shimmy. What a way to condition. Big damage. Reset is overhead. No, you won't. Are we gonna spend that level 3? I would have, but with confidence, he keeps NuckleDude alive. I understand, man, to pocket that level 3 going into the next round, but neutral is king.
I mean, he believes in neutral. He believes he's going to take this round.
I try to avoid the throw, trying to keep himself on the healthy side of things. He doesn't want to be hit. No guy wants to be hit.
We have to be concerned with the critical art damage coming from NuckleDude.
He tried to kill him. He spent that cash. One hit away.
Is he buffering critical art?
NuckleDude could kill. One hit too.
Yep. If he gets a strike. Oh, the jump back jab. Little fuzzy action. Watch it go.
That's pretty throwback. Like jump back OS, Street Fighter 5. Like.
Wow.
Oh.
They can do a walk-up throw there? I don't know. It looked like he kind of moved forward.
Man, I see so many scenarios where like the shimmy was successful, but they still get thrown anyway. Unfortunate. Ooh, punish cut. I've never seen that before. So that was definitely a dive kick.
Yeah.
In terms of the animation, by the way, of course I've seen the air grab before. Oh yeah. Pow! Right in the ACL meniscus. What a way to survive, Kaba. Breadstick apiece.
What a last interaction. I'm wondering if he did DI there in the scenario because he's expecting Kaba to do a medium or a heavy because it was kind of at that range. But Kaba did a drive rush. Like he did a cancel from a light into a drive rush and had enough time to DI back. So really good stuff from Kaba because that was literally the first time NuckleDu decided to do a DI.
Let's see, sir. I like that, man. I like hearing facts.
I love me some Street Fighter, you know?
I know, I see that. You travel the world, compete. Hey, I seen it, trust. Oh, yeah. First one represented in terms of that scenario. Will he do it again is the question. No, actually, NuckleDu blocked it the first time. So, what a way to represent it, not shying away from the defense.
Okay.
Swoop.
You see the adaptation here? He's not trying to guess whether or not NuckleDu is going to go for the dive kick or the jump short now. He's going to punish with the air grab against NuckleDu.
And he's more stationary, too. He's not trying to walk himself down either. Oh, now he teched. I tech too. It's okay. Might be a Dominican thing. Let's go. No, we don't shy away. We love playing roulette. Ooh! Do thing! Peck the legs. Oh no, close for another throw. Man, that is so accurate. In a way.
Okay. No whip punish there. Okay. One more guess. And the throw is going to take it.
I thought he was going to bust out.
He's been busting out.
I know.
But that's the 50-50, right?
100%.
Like, are you going to do it or are you not? But NuckleDu, approaching it with no fear.
Here we go. Now NuckleDu with a chance to move forward here. Oh, did it recover in time? That's a great start, dude. Corner as you should.
You see NuckleDu kind of delaying his approach here because he was trying to beat out the OD flash kick.
What an exchange. Holy smokes. The perfect parry and still got the trade-off.
He did the tech! He did the whiff DI tech, baiting the DI coming from NuckleDu, recovered enough time to DI him back. Woo. Closing off this round, taking the set point for both with that level 3. Have you seen that tech online?
Hell yeah. You know what? And that all drops down to human error. You just see those colors, you want to react naturally. So yes.
Because you're like, oh, he messed up the timing on his meaty DI. I can wake up DI him back. He's like, no, I recovered in time.
100%. All right, kick back and relax here, Kaba. Push out a little bit just to have a little more leeway, a little more acres of land. Ooh, the jump fist. Oh, that is troublesome. Though low on the drive gate side of things is Kaba. NuckleDu trying to hit a defensive dive kick there or a back dash. Good block on the overhead. The onslaught here for the Juggernaut.
Again. The perfect parry on the chain lights.
Oh, didn't recover in time. Like that he didn't get greedy for like a flash kick or something like that.
Oh,
man, so you get a witch. Oh, defensive dive kick. Oh, he got the level 3. That should be enough. That should be enough. Wait. Survey says not a pixel. Is it a pixel? Oh, not even.
No.
Definitely not dead. I'm tripping. Wow, challenge to throw attempt Kaba with the wake up buttons. Nice and delayed, I should say. And Kaba is talking to the people here in the building. He said, yes, I am number 1.
What will Kaba be saying right now? In Spanish.
It's not, I don't want to get fired. I don't want to get fired. So, you know, look, excellent. Look, rivalries might lead into great friendships. These guys don't got no real life beef, guys, if you want it. It's all video games at the end of the day. But, you know, definitely somebody had a chip on his shoulders, and it was NuckleDu. Didn't get the results that he wanted, but hey, it is what it is. If anything, that's just going to fire you up for the next time you guys meet up. So, excellent performance from NuckleDu, but great stuff from Kaba. What a way to challenge the throw in that last minute right there. I'll be shook. Me, I'll probably do like a jump back or a back dash, but that is one of the better cases. Again, if you don't have like a plus frame jab off of a drive rush, whatever the case may be, it's not a free throw. So, good recognition there from Kaba to survive in those last couple of seconds and close out the set.
I mean, we saw it in the set against Killju. Like, if you do try to approach him with the walk-up throw, he is so good with the late jabs. It's counter hit every single time, and it did eventually work against NuckleDu for the last sequence to take the win.
Yeah, man. Great match. This is what I've been waiting for a week. Actually, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, whenever they pulled,
The
Rob
names,
and Brian decided to pull the names, and the Street Fighter gods have given us the fate of this match.
This is destiny. I'm
This
going to
is
be very
destiny,
honest.
yes.
So we'll see more of this in the future, but NotifiCação's gonna have to hold that for a second. But yeah, man, credit to Dudo. I mean, you could clearly see he knows how to fight Guile, right? He knows of the tendencies of a Guile trying to poke back with a low forward, try to score the counter hit flash kick. There was scenarios he did do strings into parry just to snipe that out, which was very solid from NotifiCação. This guy's a professional, and he's still out here chilling with us, putting on a great show. And he has kids. So it goes to show you he loves you guys. That's so godlike.
Dry rush. It was dry rush, stand short into the DI. Man,
That was good stuff.
that's the first time Kaba ever did that too. It's just both these players are so ready for every scenario possible. Insane. Professional players, as you say.
Yep. Let me see. He does it right here, right? What a guy. What a guy. He's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Did you see the little smirk that NotifiCação had? He's like, all right,
Yeah,
you
he be
got
like-
me with that.
Yeah, he'd be like, that was cute, Kaba. Nah. You know, I respect the fact that Kaba, well, you know what? It's not that he wouldn't want to represent it the whole time in the set, but that was the scenario that he needed in order to land that faint drive impact setup. Damn, he saved it for nationals, man. He
On the big
saved-
screen.
He saved it for nationals. Oh, Kaba, you son of a gun. Good stuff. I think
Cheeky.
I think that was the first one that I've seen throughout the.
I haven't
The
seen
days.
anyone use it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen anyone use it throughout Capcom Cup yet.
Well,
I've seen it online though.
So there you have it. You have Kaba. 2-3. It's a little shaky. He's gonna have to wish the worst for everybody, really.
I actually don't think he has a chance, even based on what Xiaohai does now. Because even if he was to go 0-2 against Killju, he would just be sitting at 0 points. So right now, Xiaohai is trying to figure out whether or not he's going to make it out in winners or losers against Juicy Joe.
No, great point. Great point. Dude, Juicy Joe, look at you, my boy.
I
Look
mean, you
at
must
you.
be happy. That was very unexpected, I'd say. Like, it wasn't in people's fantasy brackets, right? Maybe outside of, like, Europe probably knew.
Yeah, I knew.
You knew?
Yeah, I'm just being biased. I just love good play, man. At the end of the day, speaking of good play, you're about to get it here with Kills You versus Xiaohai, the King of China, the Kid versus the young Hitsman.
The King of Zhongguo.
Say that again.
King of Zhongguo.
King of Donghua.
Zhong.
Zone like Zone.
Z-H-O-N-G. Zhongguo.
Zonghua.
Close enough. Yeah.
I'm ass. I'm whack. I'll stick to Spanish. I gotta step that up even more. But anyway, who gotta step it up for sure is Kills You, because he's gonna have to deal with Xiaohai. Man, I mean, what else there is to say about this guy? He is definitely the prodigal son of China. I mean, it's in the name. He's just the GOAT over there.
He is, truly.
Evo champion, EWC champion.
It's funny because I was talking about it with the homies in Discord this morning. That Xiaohai, for some reason, because we all know he's got, like, if you've been a competitor since, like, Street Fighter 4, you would know that Xiaohai has always been one of the best players, right?
100%.
But I feel like he kind of goes under the radar a lot. Even from his win from Esports World Cup, like, he just, no one ranks him that high, I feel.
You know what it is? I don't know if it's because he lacks more travel, if anything, like for Street Fighter 6, because, you know, I think he is a happily married man. So I'm pretty sure after EWC,
Beautiful wife.
he
Yeah,
was
shout out to her.
chilling, probably a couple of vacations or something. Took a couple of days off and chill, right? But again, Xiaohai plays a lot of fighting games, man. At the end of the day, but he did mention in this interview that he plays 95% Street Fighter 6. The other 5 is the other games that he's known for. So I mean, this guy's a legend, dude. Like, what can we say? You know, when you're talking about a bad collector and really putting a country on his back, it's definitely Xiaohai, and he puts his emotions out there, man. And he proves everybody wrong. You know how he was saying, like, yeah, Xiaohai is old, he's washed, the old guys can't do it. But all right, so Xiaohai, I respect that you did say that, but you're not old, my friend.
No, not even close. I mean, his name means little kid. It's one of, you know how rappers take out Lil when they get a little older?
Yeah.
You
Now
know?
he's the kid. Okay.
I wonder if he's like the kid now instead of little kid.
Maybe. All right, but this is Kills You, though.
This is Kills You.
He is trying to write his name in the history books. Maybe started with a big win. Falling down the line here in the CPT season. Who knows? This is Kills You. If anybody can do it to beat Xiaohai, it's definitely him. And of course, Xiaohai doing his homework, decides to go for the mirror match here.
Yeah. And Xiaohai did play Cammy for a long time. So both these players, I think they're actually fundamentally kind of the same. They rely on normals. They rely a lot of with punishes, low forward setups, but I do think Xiaohai has maybe a bit more usage of the dive kick. I don't know if it's because Killju was playing against Guile and he was a bit more concerned with trying to jump in, but I actually don't see Killju jumping a lot. He's a very, very grounded player, and as we saw in this match, this mirror matchup so many times, dive kick is crucial.
Yeah.
Against this range that they want to be in for the low forward and the crouch strong.
Exactly. It's like the sweet spot.
Yep.
Always. Yeah, between them. Yep. I concur, Sherry. Let's go. All right, we lost our turn right there. That wasn't a shallow one. Okay, I was tripping. All right, I forgot which color was which for a second. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, we good.
And Spike, okay.
Wasn't even a punishment. Xiaohai just respected the offense in general, so he'll gladly take a throw there. Yeah, she really does set up her shallow dab kicks for like max distance range buttons every single time.
Yeah, and if you happen to throw a button, you are going to get punish countered by the dive kick.
100%. Nice, man. Everybody, listen, if that was on block standing roundhouse, he could have walked away from that low forward, but he got hit. Good stuff there from Killju, identifying that he could mount some offense safely. He ties it up, man. Yeah, you better put some respect on Killju's name, man.
I mean, I think he is one of the masters of the low forward game. And I would say roundhouse too. He's used quite a bit of roundhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. Already buffering that cross strong, both of them. Spends that cash early on is Xiaohai. You know, sometimes when I watch Street Fighter 6, obviously the match is going on, but I actually keep an eye on the drive gauge all day just to see how the pace of the match is going to go.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's actually how Cien plays too. When I ask him when he plays this game, he's just like, my eyes are always on the drive gauge, and that is what makes me choose the options that I go with.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. That could have been a low forward there to something, but trying to keep the safe option. I like that.
A lot of a missed buffer. Wait a second. No punish.
That man brain fart is something serious.
He didn't get the dash after the parry.
Oh yeah, facts. Oh, he wanted the big starter. Yep, the fizz. Unfortunate for Killju, but he's still there. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they're pretty much even at this point, and they play like they're even. There's a lot of standing roundhouses and standing medium kicks right now. But it is Xiaohai who put Killju into the corner. Oh wait, Killju, simple jump out. That's Xiaohai in the corner now.
Score. That was nice. The control here from Killju is immaculate. Nice. Interrupted. I think that was a standing medium kick, a standing round. Regardless of the situation, that was an excellent punish there from Killju. Keep those buttons to yourself.
That's what I'm saying. In his Cammy matchup, Killju, when he was doing it against Kaba, he demonstrates so well on conditioning people on when they want to press mediums and heavies. Because you're reacting to the stand roundhouse. You're just like, I want to stop blocking this. I want to put out a button to stop the startup of that. And that's when he did the walk-up fierce, much faster, more active, and is able to get the counter hit.
Facts. Did you know? There you go. Quick knockdown. I'd represent it too. Why not? You know what? I like that, considering the fact that if he did block, he was going to suffer on the drive gauge, so might as well take it with the OD reversal.
Yep.
Yep. Condition him early, shampoo it later. Oh! Caught the low forward. I mean, he is from the land of the canvas. Kills you.
Another punish counter roundhouse. Back, just get away from the pressure.
Want that walk forward block, invite the normals to possibly get your turn back. High level Street Fighter, man. This is fire. Oh! No tech, always button, Xiaohai. Oh my god, don't test his reactions. Do not
wait a second. Oh, the low forward with punish on the stand strong. We actually haven't seen too many come out from Killju too. Wait, no, that was Killju that did it against Xiaohai. My bad.
Yeah, no, you good. It was on the stand jab too. But no, I like that from Xiaohai. He's trying to call Killju's bluff and say like, hey, you think I'm in burnout? I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna dash up. But the fact that Killju is still patient in that scenario, very nice. Already representing the troll loops. Get off of me. I survived this time.
What an interrupt with the jab, crouch jab.
Very nice. Me gusta.
Yeah, Xiaohai was trying to be a little sneaky there with a delayed button after the drive rush.
They all grunting. This problem.
Killju looking really strong right now. We're gonna dump it. Yeah, we're gonna dump it into the level 3.
Yo, y'all better stop playing with my man Killju. This is the assassin, the young hitman.
But
I think it's over. And Kilsey said he had a chip on his shoulder a little bit throughout this whole group stage, so give him a little life here. I mean, he got the result that he wanted, but obviously it's not the overall performance he wanted throughout the groups. But hey, you beat one of the best in the grand stage. You're making it more difficult for Shanghai. That's how I look at it. Like, let's say if I'm not going to make it into a top 8 or whatever, I'm going to try and kill your dreams.
Yeah. I mean, there's still money on the line, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's still placements within the group. So there is still money, little increments of money on the line. So even though you don't make it into top 16, like, even though you have no chance, you are still fighting for a little bit of money.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just, you know what I mean, like you earned your right to be here fee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. But man, look, shout out to Killsu. He's very well versed in this matchup. I don't know if Shanghai had that information, but Killsu playing guys like Alphin,
Hurricane?
Phenom.
Probably Hurricane too, right?
Hurricane, hell yeah.
The resident EU Cammy.
Shout out to Hurricane. That's my guy right there. But no, seriously, man. He's prepared in this type of matchup. Like, when it's a dry bone matchup like this, I feel like Killsu excels. Like, there's not much they have to worry about. Command throws, sonic boom, pressure, whatever the case may be. It's just dry bones, and he can actually just, you know, identify things a little much more easy. Not to say that he can't fight those other matchups, but, you know, it's Cammy versus Cam.
That's the pacing that he likes to play at. He wants to slow it down, and he stops your approach by doing all those roundhouses in that spacing, right? Like, so he's kind of forcing you to play the normal game around him.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a lot of time.
Wait a second.
Here. Let me see.
Wait.
So look, Shanghai definitely, Juicy Joe Shanghai is definitely getting up out of here. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm not too sure if people are going to be playing the tiebreakers, just I guess for a little bit more of the cash. But I think there you have it. Your day 3 group standings. First place, Juicy Joe. Congratulations, Sweden is getting busy out there. Talk about put the country on your back, my side of town on my back. Congratulations. And of course, Shanghai, no stranger to danger, making it out of this group as well.
Beautiful play. I mean, I don't think there's been any match here that I've seen or even commentated where it's just like not incredible play. There's been so many upsets. There's not a lot of nerves going on.
Yeah.
Like, and who do we have? It's Juicy Joe. And we get to hear from Juicy Joe soon.
Yeah, so we're going to have an interview. It's going to be with Juicy Joe and Shanghai in a moment. So we might just see it. I like doing my little dance. We ready? Well, let's send it over to Ryan Hart and both of our winners of group chat.
1と2で4勝1敗と3勝2敗という形で上がっております。そしてちょっとその試合終わった後の感想と意気込みを聞きたいのです。So, amazing performance from you, 4 wins and 1 loss, absolutely outstanding performance. Your first ever Capcom Cup, and having such a dominant run in one of the most stacked tournaments of all time ever in Street Fighter history is very, very phenomenal. How are you feeling right now? Talk to me.
I'm feeling very good. This is the best moment of my career so far yet. Yes.
Wow. キャリアの中で一番いい時です。一番いい、なんかすごいいい感じでクリアできて、グループをクリアできて、すごい嬉しい、幸せな気分ですよね。You're really excited and really happy. Amazing stuff. 素晴らしいパフォーマンス、今までのは。で、シャオヘイ選手、ですね、2番目になって、聞きたいのはですね、これからの調子いかがでしょうかって聞くのです。So moving forward, obviously second in the group, you had a good run yesterday, and then today coming through gets you through into that top 16. What are your thoughts moving forward into the top 16, and how confident are you?
Unfortunately, maybe today my performance is not good. Maybe it's lucky. Maybe the group is every player is too strong, so maybe just the score lucky I can get in the top 16. But maybe today is over. I will focus for tomorrow. Already, even though I'm just a loser top 16, I will try my best.
今日はとりあえず自分のプレーあんまりなんか嬉しくなくて、あんまりいいプレーはできてなくて、とりあえずトップ16に入ったことで今日戻っていっぱい練習して明日勝利を目指すという形です。で、まあそういう形ですね。今はすごい幸せで、これからみんなすごい強いからどの相手が来ても絶対すごい難しい試合になると思ってるので、 これからの練習も頑張りたいと思ってるんです。インタビューコーナーはこういうところで以上となります。これからも後でまたインタビューがありますので、その時にもよろしくお願いします。実況に移りましょう。さようなら。
Oh, why am I waving by? Hello, welcome back. Amazing performance from the group, from Shanghai, from Juicy Joe. But before we move on into the break, we got to give a shout out to the sponsors that made this possible. So, shout out to, there we go, Capcom's Arcade Classics and Fighter Packs. Hit your friends with a punishing Shoryuken in our Capcom Arcade Classics and Fighters Pack. Dive into a robust collection of Street Fighter titles, including Street Fighter V Championship Edition and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And fantastic arcade titles like Mega Man and Final Fight. Get hyped for tournament season, test your skills, and help support the Children's Miracle Network hospitals with your purchase.
That's beautiful. That right there, that put the dot on the end of the sentence, the period. So that was very nice. But yeah, that was a great group. Congratulations to Juicy Joe and Shanghai for making it out. I know there's not going to be like I don't know if there's like a three-way tie, whatever, for placements or whatever the case may be, but we're going to figure it out and break it down as we go down. But don't go anywhere. We got more Street Fighter 6 action coming right here at Capcom 11. Sherry, it's been an honor. Good work. You did awesome.
Thank you.
For sure.
You're the best.
Love. You already know. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys shortly.
Where dreams become reality. Monster Hunter Bridge.
Show me what you have. What? So silly.
カプコンカップ11、続いてはグループ H の模様をお届けしてまいります。
Capcom Cup 11, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce Group H.
それではグループ H プレイヤー入場です。
And now it's time for the player entrances.
バウティスタブラザーズ、鉄壁の弟レックス。
First up, it's the Lexecutioner, Lex.
My pride is off the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back.
アラビアンストリートファイターマシーン、アンジリー・バー。
He is cool, calm and collected from UAE Abu Dhabi. He is the Evolution Street Fighter 6 World Champion, the robot Angry Bird!
豪州の若き読者ソール。
Next up, just 19 years of age, gracing the red carpet here at Capcom Cup, it's the young Venom Soul!
ブラジリアン道技術ラススタイルジェニー・ラス。
And here he is, the Brazilian Shoto, Juninho-RAS!
シュラその思考シュート。
A clear fan favorite here in the auditorium. It's the Asura. It's Shudo!
フォアンドルミエル草薙。
Representing France, the UFA champion, the speedster, Kusanagi!
さあということでこのグループ H からも今日上位2名のトップ16進出者が決まります。
はい。
いやどうなるんですかねここはね。かなり難しい混戦模様。
3日目なので何があってもおかしくない話ですからね。
一試合一試合見逃せないです。さあそれでは、ステージにお集まりいただいた6名のプレイヤーによって総当たり戦の最終日最後の戦いをしていただきたいと思います。上位進出は2名。果たして誰になるのか皆さん大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
These are the 6 members of Group H that will be doing battle on the final group stage day here on day 3. There are 6 men here, but only 2 of them can qualify for that top 16 tomorrow.
それでは選手の皆さんはスタンバイをお願いいたします。
All right, all players ready to go on standby, please. Thank you.
さあそして、この熱い戦いをさらに熱く盛り上げてくれる実況席にお渡ししたいと思います。実況席の皆さんお願いします。
All right, and to call the action, we're going to head back over to the desk as these gentlemen get set up on the stage. Take it away, boys.
So we have determined 2 names that will be in the top 16 tomorrow competing for that $1 million prize in Juicy Joe and Xiao Hai. But now we transition over to Group H to find out the next 2 names that will be participating in the knockout stages tomorrow. The action doesn't stop here, it continues. Myself, Jammers, jumping on the mic alongside Sherry, putting in the double shift, the back-to-back. Are they paying you enough?
I mean, I would love to get paid double since I'm doing a double shift, you know what I'm saying? But I'll take what I can get, you know? I get the pleasure of commentating with you again.
We get to do this nice and easy here, but like we said, we are now talking about Group H. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the combatants. We gave them the intros, we told you the nicknames, but these guys, 4 of them are going to fall by the wayside, and only 2 can emerge. And this group has definitely surprised me over the last 2 days, Sherry.
Oh, 100%. And I can't wait to see the spread. I think we're going to see that next, but I will say, do you know who is sitting in winners right now? Because I think no one would have guessed that. It's Juninho-RAS. He has been having a hell of a performance in the past 2 days, but it isn't over yet. And I think he is going to have to play 2 of the titans of this pool if he wants to keep his position in winners. It's going to be Angry Bird and Shuto that he has to play next. But before we get to that match, we actually have Sol and Kusanagi that's going to play first.
Yes, I believe we are going to get the line of fixtures coming up for you guys right now. We're just showing you the tally, and a lot of these guys, I hate to say it, on paper they've been underperforming, and 2 names right here, they haven't been performing up to what they need to. The UFA champion, Falcons at Victrix Ambassador Zone, Kusanagi, he's at the bottom of the pile. So he's just going to have to ruin someone's day, man. I've got to say, I was speaking to him in the green room, and he said, Jammers, this game's really hard. I said, I know. That's why I don't play it with you. I said, I'm sitting here up top. And I said, you got to ruin someone else's day. And he's more than capable of doing that.
I mean, so these 2 players, I think they both had kind of a rough start because these 2 players are so talented, obviously. That's why they qualified here, right? But I think Kusanagi definitely does not have a strong record right now. And with Sol, he is sitting at 1 and 2. But Sol did have that kind of, I don't want to say breakout performance, but he had an incredible show of his skill against Shuto yesterday, who is the titan of this pool. I think a lot of people actually have Shuto winning the entire tournament, but Sol actually was able to take it over Shuto 2-0.
Well, he's been building confidence in his gameplay since day 1, so hopefully he's going to blossom into a thing I like to call a flower here, because he is using a toxic one.
But the toxic bloom, as they say, right?
Should be fine here, especially after what he done for the comeback, like you said, against Shuto. He's got another Shoto to go up against. Damn, say Shuto and Shoto 5 times fast. That's crazy. I just realized what I said.
Shuto, Shoto, Shuto, Shoto, Shuto, Shoto.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you the props. All right, they're going straight in here. No button checks, and Sol is off to an exhilarating start here, getting that frame advantage and putting Kusanagi in a dangerous spot in the corner, Sherry.
Yeah, I do think, funny enough, Kusanagi, I think, has a lot of experience because he plays against Broski. But as we mentioned, every player plays their character differently. So although he might be familiar with the Aki matchup, the way that Sol approaches the matchup is going to be different than how Broski approaches this matchup.
Well, Sol already introduced the entrapment command grab there to take the round. No parry from Kusanagi, no DP on wake up either. So I think he's trying to assess how Sol is going to play in neutral in general before he actually piles on the pressure. And he's going to get that Nightshade Chaser there to chase him down.
Plus Frames catches him walking back with a low forward for Kusanagi. I think the way that this matchup is going to go is whoever is on the offense, because I think once both players get their offense off, they are both very aggressive.
Well, the thing is, Kusanagi might be a little bit more passive and defensive to see how often Sol's going to drive rush and use EX moves to pile on that pressure. Because Sol's very excessive with his dry gauge usage, so when he's low, he becomes a little bit more tentative because he knows that. So Kusanagi's going to have to take advantage of that and then try and burn him out, which is what we can see on our screens right now. Let's see if he gets the burnout, Sherry.
Okay, the Sol ready with the roundhouse anti-air. Kusanagi is trying, they're both in the yellow, but just like that with the whiplash, Sol is able to take game 1 with the level 3.
Well, he's starting to show us his finest work with the magnum opus there, and Sol is taking game 1, and Kusanagi another game that makes him closer and closer, cemented to the bottom of this table. If you're gonna go down swinging, good sir.
Let's take it to the last game, at least, right?
That's what we want.
Yep. Introducing the dry rush overhead for the first time too, and it does catch Kusanagi, puts him in the corner, was poisoned for a little second now. But look at the spacing that Sol has. You can see how comfortable he is in this matchup.
Yeah, if you look at this in comparison to day 1, this is night and day. The confidence is building. Try to get a delay there just in case of a button or a DP, and he will close out that round with a medium slash there.
Yeah, and just the way that Sol is approaching the neutral, and even when he has the space against Kusanagi, he's not allowing Kusanagi to get these heavies off him. As I say that while Kusanagi does 3 solar plexes in a row, funny enough, but Sol just seems to have a good read on kind of when Kusanagi wants to press his buttons out, and he's closing in on that distance to stop Kusanagi from getting these fierces off.
There you go, he's going to try and build momentum here and get a conversion into the Tatsu, then gets the crouching fierce into the Hashigeki, but because it wasn't an amplified one, he couldn't get a combo, so Sol did that delay tech. Let's see if he can take this round though. Throw loop, you might as well do one more. Yeah, he might as well do one more. And Sol thought the exact same thing. And there's that DP. He might actually lose the game. If he gets this right, he might actually lose the damn game. Are you done? Oh, I think he's done. No.
Wait
Still
a
alive.
second.
He's still alive.
With the poison on him?
I think he's just about alive. Good lord, he risked that all on the group. Oh, and he's just about alive. There you go, burnt out. One nightshade will do it, but he's got to be careful. Oh, he tried to slid into the DMs, and he said no.
I mean, that was incredible patience coming from Kusanagi's end right there. But again, beautiful play from Soul. I do feel like this is an uphill battle for Kusanagi right now.
You say that, but if this goes to one apiece, it's going to be a lot different in terms of that mental state for both these players right now. Gets a crouching fierce knockdown here as well. But one clean hit from Soul and we're done. One clean hit here from Soul and we're done. But there's too much scaling on this. And he's going to do the reset into the entrapment command grab because he knew the combo was going to scale. And he gets a solid 2-0 victory against Falcon's own Kusanagi. And that just continues to leave him at the bottom of the table. But Soul, he's got one more game and he could be that different ripple in the waves in this group, Sherry.
I think so. I mean, the way he played this match so confidently, like he was so aggressive, kept Kusanagi in the corner, just understood the matchup so well, had the perfect spacing just to keep Kusanagi poisoned and in the corner and wasn't able to, he just didn't give breathing room for Kusanagi to do anything. And the other thing is, who he's gonna play next is gonna be really interesting because it's Angry Birds. That's not happening right now, right? So we're gonna go into the replays with Kusanagi first, but we're just gonna see how Soul did not let up against Kusanagi. And I think that kind of puts him in a really, really difficult position because Kusanagi is such a strong player in neutral.
My thing is, I think Kusanagi, because he's been in a rock and a hard place, or in between a rock and a hard place about his decision making, he's been second guessing himself. I think Soul snuffed that out because again, as he moved forward, Kusanagi moved backwards. Yes, he did get a button into Hashigeki here and there, try to apply some pressure, but nothing was kind of mentally rewarding him to gain that momentum and then move forward. Soul just said, look, anything you do, I'm just not scared at this point. And like I said, that gameplay has been going from strength to strength. With day one, that was a very uncharacteristic Soul. Now, this is the Soul we needed on day one. So like I said, if you're going to go down swinging, and one player has applied that to his gameplay. But Kusanagi, I'm not sure. He's got one more game against Lex, so he can just dent Lex's day. That's all I can see, so.
I mean, you don't really want to go out 0-5, but you know, you are on the stage.
Funny that you bring that up because every group, this was like last year, right? Every group, it's either the bottom placing player went 0-5 or 1-4. So that's a statistic that like almost has to happen. There are some different groups or different outcomes, like Group A, I think Group H had a different outcome, but most of the groups last year, and we might be seeing 1 or 2 of those in this year's group stages, it's either 1 win and 4 losses, or 0 wins and 5 losses. That's what can happen.
Yeah, definitely. And it sucks because Group G, this group, or Group H, sorry, in particular, was kind of defined as one of the death groups. So, you know, we see this Juninho-RAS versus Angry Bird. And again, this is such a dominant performance coming in from Juninho-RAS. He is, again, the Brazilian Shoto. And I think this is a pool with the most Shotokan characters. And he's found a way to play Luke in a way that kind of deters Shotokan play with the low forwards, with the fierces, because he actually spaces out his crouch strong and the roundhouse very well. I think a lot of his, I don't want to say neutral, but his offense is based on that sequence. And I'm wondering how he's going to apply it to Angry Bird, because Angry Bird, I think, is a very, very aggressive offensive player. He's not going to stay grounded to allow you to do that to him.
Well, I was talking about this with Yipes and Ringe yesterday. Angry Bird's player psychology is some of the best we'll see in Street Fighter 6 because he knows what you want to do when you want to do it. And like you said and pointed it out yesterday, raw dry rush into crouching light punch, Juninho loves that. Space in the stand, heavy kick for the meaty, he loves to do that. He also likes to do his crouching medium punch into drive rush cancel. So he's very excessive and aggressive with drive rush. So we'll see how Angry Bird decides to shut that down, or maybe he'll just allow it to go, make him burn himself out.
100%. And you can see how well they have studied each other, because this round literally started off with Juninho-RAS doing a dry rush and Angry Bird immediately reacting with an ODDP. They have been watching the tapes against each other.
Or maybe they have, maybe they haven't, but that's going to be a conversion to the flash knuckle across the screen. But he will do a Vulcan blast to send him full screen to buy him some time to recover some drive gauge. And if he can just play it safe with the sand blast at the moment, he hasn't got anything to worry about.
No whiff punish there, but he is buffering. Okay.
There was a DP, it didn't come out. I think he wanted the DP and a stand light punch, so that was very fortuitous there for Juninho, because if that was a roundhouse that connected, he was done.
Yeah, no, that was going to be a fat damage coming from Angry Bird's end, but again, luckily enough, the stand jab does anti-air. Nice frame sequence, not a frame trap coming from Juninho-RAS there.
Okay, lovely conversion into the run shore you can hear. There's a throw. Are we going to build on this?
Okay. Look at that that spacing coming from Angry Bird. What? The delayed drive rush, too.
Like I said, he's very excessive with his drive rush, and it almost feels sometimes that he doesn't burn himself out as much as I would expect him to, with how often he relies on the drive system, you know?
It is very interesting because I think his play is a bit similar to Noah's. He just doesn't burn out as often. I'm trying to see where he gets his meter build back.
By waiting around and applying pressure. Remember, aggression gets heavily rewarded in this game. No throw. Oh, there's a throw there from Angry Bird. One more should do the trick, but he's not going to overexert himself. Nope. Wasn't going to work. The only way to get out of that was going to cancel into a level 3, but I don't think most players are used to that scenario yet after a drive rush cancel.
Yeah, and also, no punish there. Jabs didn't connect to the punish the throw. Okay, sprinkling with a lot of light chains. I wonder if Angry Bird's going to realize that Juninho, was able to sprinkle enough to get the burnout on Angry Bird.
If Juninho can get a level 3, this is a good spot for him. Yeah, I'm trying to see if Angry Bird would press a heavy or something, and he reacted to the charge flash knuckle with a Shoryu rep part. Yeah, he's scratching his head because that's a bad choice, and he's burnt out. And Angry Bird, it's not going to be a freebie, but it's going to be difficult. And that would have been the sickest flash knuckle of the tournament. But he's going to get a Pale Rider here to replenish as much dry gauge as possible here, Sherry. He's still in a tough spot.
Tough spot, but he did even out the health just a little bit. And if he's able to keep Angry Bird from not being offensive, he is going to get his meter back, but no, the Should Be Fierce is going to take it, but it's not enough to kill.
Watch out for the DI if he even tries to threaten it here, Angry Bird, but he's just going to do another grab, and that's going to close it out for game 1 here. Now, Juninho, like you said, statistically speaking, he's in a very interesting position. If I was him, I'd go for the dub, but losing to Angry Bird is not a bad thing.
Why?
Because he has a better chance of beating his other opponent. I think so from watching these matches.
Wouldn't you want to just win the both sets?
That's idealistic.
Ideally,
if he wins this, yes, but if he loses this, it's not the end of the world.
Gotcha. Okay, it's okay to lose to Angry Bird if anything.
Jumps out of the corner, but gonna take a punish in general. Nice little meaty Dragon Lash there from Angry Bird, but almost going with a suppressor there.
Tried to be a little cheeky with that suppressor.
See, Angry Bird has somehow managed to get Juninho-RAS out of his comfort zone, not being as belligerent as he was before. Because like I said, Angry Bird knows what you want to do and when you want to do it. His defense is some of the best.
Ooh, he did try to sneak in just to get invisible frames on the ODDP, but the level 1 super coming from Luke, it actually takes a while for it, and Angry Bird got caught by the
because he wanted to use the projectile invincibility. And there you go, almost get burnt out here. He can actually stun him. Yeah, that was a bad choice there from Juninho. This is guaranteed. Yeah, it's guaranteed. A solid 2-0 victory here to Angry Birds against Juninho-RAS. Again, he's had a great 2 days here, but you do not want to ruin your momentum you've had over the past 2 days in the final day, man. You have to remember about these group stages in Capcom Cup. It is a marathon and not a sprint. If you had a bad start, it's in your hands to try and turn it around. If you've had a good start, I'd go and check your shadow, because your shadow's not going to leave you. So that's going to be kind of crazy there. But yeah, no, honestly, clinical stuff there from Angry Bird.
Yeah, I mean, Angry Bird, he did play nervous. He felt it looked like he played very comfortable. He stuck to his game plan. And I feel bad for, I don't want to say I feel bad, sorry, for Juninho-RAS. I think he did kind of get really, really nervous towards that end, because that parry was kind of uncanny. Like, you saw in this particular instance, he recognized that he couldn't DI back, right? So he was ready with the parry. But in the very last round, he didn't have enough meter and actually burnt himself out, leading to the loss against Angry Bird.
Here's the thing as well, just to tack on to what you said. Angry Bird is a player who's not afraid to put himself in burnout because of how confident he is with that burnout experience. But then you don't want to be in burnout against Angry Bird.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? He's got years, I say years of experience, but he's got a lot more experience accumulated in burnout, I feel, or an understanding of burnout over time. And there were some situations where Juninho-RAS, he exhausted a lot of options to mentally think he's in the right spot in terms of, right, I've got the advantage, but long term, in terms of the round, it's like, no, Angry Bird can switch this around really easily.
Yeah.
And you can see it, Juninho-RAS scratched his head at one point. He couldn't really find his stride that we've seen in the last 2 days, because Angry Bird is very good at shutting down what you need to do.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we look at the table right now, and this is why I said it's not a bad idea, right? Angry Bird, 3-1. Juninho-RAS, 3-1. Shuto, 3-1. This group here, there is a possibility, a very strong possibility of some tiebreakers. But that's down to the players and not us. But the next fixture, Sherry, who we got? Talk to me.
We got Kusanagi, who we just saw play against Seoul. And we have Lex, who we haven't seen play today yet. But I think Lex, Lex has had a pretty good performance so far, but unfortunately, I felt like he's been unable to seal the sets. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't want to say he's
Close but no
choking.
cigar?
Exactly, close but no cigar. What a great metaphor or line. Whatever the terminology is for that.
No, I think you're right. I think that's been the best way to describe Lex's gameplay today, and we should be able to get the names switched around for you guys, because I promise you I've never seen Lex play Ryu in my life.
I would love to see that though. Look, Kusanagi starting it off with a jump fierce from the beginning, and again, we talked about this earlier. Is there, you know, you are from Europe, you are from across the pond. Does Kusanagi play with Akainu all the time? Is that
Not
his guy
all
of
the
practice?
time, but a fair bit. There's a number of guys that he used to practice against a fair bit. So he is more than comfortable. You can talk about the game with not only just Akainu, but the other French players as well. These guys get in the Discord and chat about this stuff all the time. So this is one of the more comfortable matchups. Statistically speaking, because these guys are 5th and 6th, whatever happens here, I don't think it's going to be a change of results anywhere else. So this is just a game for pride at this point.
Pride and a little bit of money. I think wherever you land up in pools, there is like a small,
15,
small difference, right?
1500 or 1500 handshake, $1,500 handshake.
And just speaking on that, so Lex, you know, he's been in the UK for about a year now. Does he have any Ryu practice outside of Kusanagi, or do these players
he
actually
plays
play each
against
other a
Ending
lot?
Walker. Ending
Okay.
Walker, you bump into Kusanagi online. There's other solid Ryu players he can jump in on ranked, but he's been obviously practicing the Bison a lot more. But this is a matchup he should be, on paper, super comfortable with. Gets that space bazooka knee into the Dragon Suplex.
For sure. He can kind of see how Lex is playing way more aggressive now because Kusanagi was burnt out, but Kusanagi lives long enough to get his meter back. There's the ODTB just to get the pressure off of him. Solar Plexus walks up with the crouch fierce, stealing his turn back.
Alright, not looking good here for Kusanagi, because that's what I mean. He needed something to happen, and that might do the trick. It's not the CA version. Not bad. And there's the chip.
It was kind of a checkmate situation. It would have been really, like, it would have to been Lex messing up in order for Kusanagi to come back in that situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, from the jump, it just feels like Kusanagi's just been out of character, and he's just been trying to find these little pockets of inspiration just for himself, you know, just to build up on it. Again, but against this group, and the characters in this group, it's like, you be reckless. They'll let you know about it.
Yeah, 100%. When you're playing on the big stage here against all these pro players, like, you literally have no room to make a mistake, because you would rely on the other players to make a mistake too, and that rarely happens.
And I do think in this matchup, Ryu needs the Denjin charge to make the fireball a little bit more comfortable, mixing in with the parries as well, but you're not always going to get the perfect parry. And he gets a Hashigeki there, trying to burn down that drive gauge.
And I was going to say, when Lex played against Angry Bird, I think Angry Bird got all the perfect parries.
I know, right? Just how you're feeling on the day.
But Lex just sprinkling the neutral with a couple mediums here and there just to stop Kusanagi from trying to approach with the fierce.
He's trying to get the Sandfish drive rush cancelled, but he's always trying to whiff punish. I want him to try and whiff punish with a sweep. Yeah. I really want, there's a couple of moves Lex has been whiffing, and I want you to build your confidence back by just getting the whiff punish. Don't get the maximum damage, just get a sweep, get a knockdown, and we'll build from there. Because you need to tell yourself, I can still do this.
Yeah, definitely. And that solar plexus, I think he was trying to do it preemptively early just to catch a heavier button coming from Lex, but unfortunately gets whiff punish. And as you mentioned, Kusanagi is going to try to find his way to kind of fight through this neutral. And I think sweeps are a great idea.
They're a great start, I promise you that. There's a perfect parry there in the crouching meeting kick, and he will get a lovely conversion. Into that flash kick there is Lex. Kusanagi, again, is just going on out of the frying pan and into the fire here, and he's going to try and throw him, maybe not.
Lex is kind of staying at the safe range right now. What a punish counter.
That is -6 on block, I believe, that back kick. So lovely stand light kick there, but unfortunately to no avail, because the Sonic Hurricane should close out this round and put Cloud9's Lex at match point here. Kusanagi, man, we need to turn this around.
You really do. I don't know what it is. He started off the first round with jump fierce and it worked really well for him. Maybe he needs to introduce a bit more jumps. That's kind of how Juninho-RAS got the upper hand on Lex. A lot of jump heavies.
There's a stand heavy kick there. Couldn't get the cancel from that standing light kick, because I know he's very good at getting that special cancel on the stand light kick into the flash kick. Normally, Lex. Hey, there we go.
Mess up the timing. Gets counter hit by the wake up jab.
Yeah, see, he tried to get the hurt box there that extends on the Sonic Blade, but didn't quite get it. I think Kusanagi's just going to have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this point. A jump, a DI, something. Talk to me.
Maybe just a raw dry rush. He hasn't even introduced that into this match yet.
Nah, because if Lex catches out the crouching medium punch, he's finished.
Okay.
And you see, he was trying. Anything he was trying to do from a crouching medium punch, drive rush, cancel. But this is a very good position here for Kusanagi because he's got Lex in burnout.
And Lex is in the corner. We're gonna see. Okay, overhead.
Wee. And there you go. Gonna get that overhead reset. The French love that as well, right? And when you do a overhead combo, the second hit, it's not scaled.
Oh.
So because it says 100% and Ryu's back fierce is a heavy attack,
Yeah.
it's just massive damage. He's got one of the more damaging overhead combos in the game because of that.
Yeah, 100%. Ryu hits like a truck, and there it is. Okay, we're starting to see the perfect parries. We're starting to see the sweeps as a punish.
There you go. Throwing out that stand fist with malicious intent. Let's see if we can pile on some throws here, but he's going to try and get Lex another way. Couldn't get the conversion because if that connected, he probably wouldn't be able to close this one out. So he only has Shin Hashigeki to work with here, but he's going to get a nice little three-piece into light Hashigeki. This is what I'm talking about. Slowly regaining his stride. I think he's reminded himself. There you go. What you called out in the very first game, Sherry. Kusanagi's done it again. Fantastic. He's finding his rhythm again.
Yeah, definitely looking way more comfortable in the neutral, especially introducing more OD fireballs just to combat the Sonic Boom too. He's kind of in a tough spot right now because this is where Lex wants him to be. But we're seeing a bit more movement coming from Kusanagi's end. But what an OD flash kick through the fireball.
There you go. Starting to find the cues to get those perfect parries and land that colossal damage output. We know Ryu 4 charges the Denjin. That should be the round here. Let's see how he goes with this one. There you go. Always love a good extended Ryu combo here. And boy, is the shoe on the other foot now, Sherry.
So quickly. And just the dry rush with the Sam medium punch. Landing the hit on Lex and looking like a small deficit. It is looking kind of strong for Kusanagi right now.
Well, Lex can still turn this around, but like you said before, he needs to regain control of the neutral and then put himself in these conducive positions to try and take it away, but he needs to be careful what version of Sonic Boom he's throwing, because remember, Kusanagi is trying to get that perfect parry into the jump again.
And you see how many times he's attempted to parry the Sonic Booms. Once he gets the next perfect, I think he will do another jump roundhouse if Lex wants to introduce the Sonic Booms again.
Drive rushes in. Gonna get a throw, build on that, and then good block, but he'll try it again if you're not careful.
Okay, counter hit, conversion. Are we going? Yeah, we're dumping all into the level 3.
Oh, this is a big choice. This is a very big choice here from Lex. Let's see if Crossfire Somersault takes us to the final round, and it will do so. Very good. That must have been the exact calculated damage, because I wasn't sure, especially with the combo starter, if that was going to take the round there, Sherry.
From the counter hit?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I mean, that super is a very disrespectful super. He has his boot to your chin. It feels like it should kill you.
Hey, this is why Lex is the pro and I'm not. Drive rushes in.
Okay, we're seeing a lot more low fours coming from Lex just to stop Kusanagi's approach from moving forward on him.
Well, I think Lex is going to have to try and do a drive rush at some point to switch. Yeah, there you go. Switch it up. It's because he was doing the Sonic Booms too much, and he's like, okay, let me just confirm you're trying to look for that perfect parry timing. But like we said, keep changing up the Sonic Boom speeds to throw off Kusanagi's game. There.
Okay, recovered enough, but gets clipped by the Fierce again. This is where Kusanagi shines. He's going to burn Lex out.
Not quite. He's going to replenish his own drive here.
Right.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I got you.
The names are switched. I got confused. My bad. Okay. Nice bait on the parry there.
There's a bait. Crouching fierce anti-air. Right. Someone's going to have to do a Hail Mary here. Solid Puncher is activated. There's the drive reversal to force the burnout here. Kusanagi has got nothing in the tank, so this might be a checkmate situation. And there's the stun. And that is going to be the end of Kusanagi's journey here in Capcom Cup, because that was his only game of the day. And unfortunately, not the performance he wanted, not the performance the fans of Kusanagi wanted there. But Lex, he's been the Lexecutioner and taking down a name in Group H.
Definitely, definitely. Sorry, the names caught me confused a little bit, but you know, Jammers was there to save me. He had the recognition on who was where, what with drive meter, but yes. Unfortunately, that burnout situation in the very last round was just the worst position you could possibly be in against Lex with his level 2 out and you sitting on no super bar either. That, again, was a checkmate from so long ago.
Well, here's the thing. When you activate level 2, you got two choices to make. Do Do you want Guile to do the flurry of sonic booms and push you away into a good situation for him? Or do you want to drive reversal him away, creates a very similar distance, and then he'll just do the same stuff that he was planning to do anyway. So you're just delaying the inevitable at this point. But I got to give Kusanagi his props because, again, an extremely shaky start to this set, but slowly but surely coming back in the stride. I think you did highlight this in the second game, those perfect parry timings. We started to see that resurgence of confidence with the perfect parry into the jumping attacks. And then he wasn't trying to get the jumps because sometimes he'd mix it between perfect parry sweep, perfect parry jump. But then we got to look at how accurate Lex's spacing was, because then he just moved away a little bit. And then it was just like light boom, medium boom, light boom. And then we never really saw a perfect parry again into the same thing we saw in game 2. So really got to give these guys their credit for the adaptation, not only just in terms of how they can punish things, but their spatial awareness as well.
Exactly. And as you mentioned, there was a point where Lex got a little, I don't want to say too comfortable, but to stop the predictability on when he wanted to do the booms, he had to drive rush in just to close in the distance.
Yes.
And right when you had said that, Lex went ahead and did that.
Now, honestly, well played to both those two there. We are going to take a look at an updated table results here for Group H in just a second. So yes, 0-5 for Kusanagi, unfortunately, and that was his last game here at Capcom Cup. So he can enjoy the rest of his time here in Japan. We wish you well, and obviously, of course, I cannot wait to see the future of his journey with
it just
Team
started.
Falcons. So it's going to be looking good there. Everybody else, though, 3 players at 3-1. Lex 2 and 3. So Lex is going to play. No, I don't think Lex
is done.
So the other 4 remaining players, Sol can mess up Angry Birds Day, Juninho-RAS and Shuto. So this is the game we need to watch. This is the vital one, because this game right here, this might actually determine who gets out at the top spot. This might actually determine it. We will see here, 2nd and 3rd place. This is just a hypothetical, of course, because Sol does have to play Angry Bird. Angry Bird's going to be, he's going to be more focused on this than his game at the moment anyway.
Because this is going to determine whether or not he makes it out in winners or losers.
Now, this is what I was saying about before when Juninho lost to Angry Bird. It's like, that's not idealistically what we want, but it's fine because this is the game you want to win.
Yes, you need to win.
Well, right now he's off to a poor start here, but good raw drive rush punish into the stand light punch there from Shuto. So I'm hoping Juninho-RAS doesn't play super reckless, because like you said, he's gone up against the titans of this group, and these guys don't blink twice when it comes to punishing things.
Not at all. Yep, and that was a nerf that was introduced before, just so you can't escape, but nice block coming from Shuto. Lots of damage, especially with the Adamant Flame starter.
Okay.
That was checkmate.
And there you go. He's going to get the Ocho throw. And this is my concern about Juninho-RAS, because the 2 people that can exploit his bad habits, he's had to fight them today.
Yep.
Because if you put yourself in burnout prematurely, well, listen, they're some of the best in the world. They'll show you why it's not a good idea. So he's going to have to rethink his drive gauge management here, Sherry.
Definitely. I do think this might be a little bit easier for Juninho-RAS versus Angry Bird, mainly because I think Shuto as a player likes to play a bit slower too, but Akuma, I mean, I played Akuma for a little bit too. I think significant, and as you mentioned, he burned himself out just to get this damage, and he's doing a Noah right now. He has to stay on the offense because it's not a good look for him if he ends up being on the defense like he is now.
Well, that should have been a cross-cut DP, but he's not going to do the Sip of Calamity yet because Shuto wants to get rid of him. He wants to get rid of him, but what Juninho needs to be careful is that stand light kick or that stand light punch drive rush cancel. Please do not whiff a button, because he's waiting for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and instead of Shuto,
word.
who whiffs the button into the level 3, what?
That's going to be fine. That's completely fine. Don't worry about it.
You know what? We don't have to be optimal. It's whatever ends the round, and that was enough to end the round.
Well, he's going to be at a temporary disadvantage, as I like to call it, because he had to exhaust his super gauge here, and because he's been going into burnout quite frequently to suspend his own drive gauge, Shuto has identified that. He's put in a bad spot. There's one grab. Let's see if he comes in again.
I mean, this is, again, this is what I can appreciate, the homework that is done against these players, because Shuto literally started the round with walk back, just in case, I think, if Juninho wanted to do the dry rush crouch jab. Made a whiff, the perfect parry coming in from Juninho-RAS is able to get the offense started on Shuto.
Backs away here again. These guys got to be very careful. Can't whiff another button, Juninho-RAS, or he's going to lose the game. If you whiff a button, you're going to lose the game. There's a throw. He knows it as well. Perfect parries through the Sandblaster as well. Shuto hasn't really used the Demon Flip yet either. Again. Oh, there it is. He's on the guillotine, but
No punish on the Sandblast recovery there.
Careful.
Recovered in time.
Careful. Yeah, backing away, just giving Juninho-RAS some false intelligence. I think he can play some neutral.
Okay.
Oh, that could have been it. That was a drive rush cancel. There's the anti-air, and that is going to be the game. It's going to be scaled, but I don't think it matters.
No, not at all.
Oh!
Wait. That does matter. Wow.
Okay. And that's going to be the round anyway, because the chip sequence into the Adamant Flame does it. So yes, if Akuma, I believe, there's a couple of characters where if they do an anti-air at the start of the combo, the next hit will scale to like 80-70%.
Got it.
So I wasn't quite sure there, but then of course, what was interesting was the fact that Juninho decided to jump there as if he hasn't been anti-aired several times before that.
It's true, but Juninho-RAS is the jump god to me. That's how he did so well against Lex and all the other matchups he's played up so far against Soul. It was a lot of jump fierces, a lot of jump heavies that click because he does have that good timing. And honestly, that DP coming from Shuto after trying to play the neutral on the ground, I don't want to say I'm surprised, but that was an incredible DP coming in from Shuto as an anti-air.
Well, it was good confidence as well because the super turns from like an 8-frame super to a 2-frame super if you connect from a DP. That's why he gets the cinematic hit.
Yeah.
But off to another exhilarating start here is Shuto, and there is the throw bait. Juninho can't afford to do another throw tech. I don't think he can DP either. Yeah, he can't. No way. That was an expensive, safe way to get out of the corner, but...
Okay. Trying to find a way to do offense here, but he is spending a lot of meter on the drive rushes. They're not connecting, so he's not getting a lot of mileage using his drive meter.
Sandblast at the moment, watch out for the perfect parry. Yeah, watch out for the perfect parry. He's not going to get the kill. Oh, this is huge. This is massive. And he squandered the opportunity. Oh, Juninho, he squandered the opportunity. What is going on?
Tried to be a little too optimal there with the back roundhouse.
Dude, just stand fierce or crouch fierce. Don't make life hard. It's hard enough as it is. DI.
Okay. Nice parry there.
Don't burn yourself out, please no. Oh, and he walked into a very up-close Hadouken there from Shuto, and he's looking to book his place into the top 16, because this result will help him, hypothetically speaking, at this point anyway.
Yeah, that parry worked out really well in Juninho-RAS' favor. Yeah, that was not a well-spaced roundhouse coming from Juninho-RAS.
Oh, that was awful.
Punished.
Hang on a minute here. Juninho's got to be very careful, and again a whip punish with that light kick. Juninho's got one or two more choices to make before it's not going to be, his destiny is not in his hands, and he's going to have to cancel until a level 3. He's going to have to do the level 3.
100%, yep. You're going to get that drive meter back because you don't want to be close to burnout. And you get put into a situation, are you actually going to do a meaty on Shuto here?
You can, but Shuto does have access to Raging Demon. I'd be careful about the drive rush cancel Demon if I were you.
Like the perfect parry here.
Yeah, do you know what? He thought the Demon was coming. Yeah, and he's going to combo into the Raging Demon anyway. And we are going to get Shuto getting that 2-0 victory and getting closer to that top 16. He's done all he can here. Yep, that's what he's done. So now we need to find out via Angry Bird going against Soul if he'll be in the winners or the loser side here. But hey, hometown hero Shuto working the magic, baby.
Beautiful play. I think that's the usage of the stand light kick was so strong in this matchup. And as you had mentioned, you really cannot whiff against Shuto. And unfortunately for Juninho-RAS, like Luke's crouch strong got nerfed. So it is 3 more frames of recovery. It is way easier to whiff punish. And that is kind of what he relied on in the neutral. A lot of preemptive strongs trying to catch whether whiff punish or counter hit. Shuto just did not bite. He got the whiff punish a lot with the stand short.
He did. Look, we know Shuto is a very industrious player, and Juninho, I'm not going to say he overperformed, because this was a very good spot for him, but again, because he has such a fantastic start, like we said before, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and you know a lot of people, they have a lot of oxygen at the start of the race, and then somehow they fall by the wayside on the final corner. But this is what's going to have to happen here, right? I love the adaptation, but I think there was too many holes for Shuto to exploit. Like you said, in the neutral, in the corner. He definitely deterred a lot of Juninho-RAS's defensive decision-making, Shuto. And then, of course, once he actually utilized that level 3 to make sure he doesn't go in burnout like you said, but you give Shuto now access to the second Super Art 3, which is the Raging Demon. And once a drive rush comes into play, there's about 6 or 7 different ways he can go into the Raging Demon. And he thought he was actually going to do a button Raging Demon, that's why he jumped, but Shuto said the safer way is just to combo into it. That's what people do forget. You can combo into Raging Demon in this game.
Yeah, you can combo to Raging Demon, and yeah, you put yourself in a 50-50 in that situation again. When you allow Shuto to activate Critical Art, when he has that meter, you have to guess whether or not you're going to get command grab or you're going to get hit.
Right, so Shuto is at 4-1 right now.
Yes.
Angry Bird has the possibility to get to a 4-1 as well if he beats Soul here. Soul is at 2 apiece. So, right, all eyes are on Angry Bird and his fixture at the moment.
Correct. This next match is going to determine whether or not Angry Bird makes out in winners or losers.
Yeah.
Because if he wins, it's still tied, I think, with Shuto, but
he'll have the plus round advantage. If he gets if Angry Bird gets a 2-0 here, he's fine. Like if he just gets a 2-0 here, the 2-1 we'll have to double check with our production team because they did say there's a couple of mathematical theories that can pan out here. But hey,
I can see the score again, but my math isn't as quick as it used to be, you know?
Don't worry. You're an expert in many other areas of life.
I should be an expert at math.
Should.
I should.
So should I, but here we are. All right, these guys are doing a button check just at the moment here. And again, Angry Bird, I cannot eulogize this man enough. What he has done, what he has accomplished. He has the opportunity to become closer to accomplishing something new in only the second competitive year of Street Fighter 6. But again, Soul, the guys mentioned it, the host mentioned it at the start, 19 years of age, playing on one of the biggest stages he'll ever probably get in his video game career.
Playing so confidently, because again, I think it was a slow start for Soul. But once he had that performance against Shuto, he's been cooking. Like the way that he played against Kusanagi, cooking. And again, another Shoto.
Here's the thing, he's got to be careful because Angry Bird likes to play Broski a lot religiously online, whenever they get together at events offline as well. So he's actually well versed in this matchup. He actually mixes between Ken and the Kuma, but he said in this environment today, it will strictly be the Ken.
I think it makes a bit more sense when I did talk to other players on, you know, whether or not you would play Kuma in this matchup, because I was talking about, you know, the recap from Shuto versus Soul. And I do think Ken is a better pick because he also has more health, generally speaking, and Aki does a lot of damage, especially when you are poisoned.
There's a drive reversal there against the EX Cruel Fate just to keep the positional advantage there for Angry Bird, and that should be good damage here for Angry Bird.
Yeah, and we watched the earlier matches when Soul was playing. When he was playing against Juninho-RAS, he actually struggles against being rushed down. And I think that is a style that works very, very well for Angry Bird. So if he's able to keep the offense on, I don't think Soul's going to have a chance.
Well, what's happening I'm noticing right now is he's disciplined on defense to not tech when Angry Birds initiate offense, but where his throws are whiffing is where he needs the throw to kind of turn things around, and Angry Birds punishing him for that. So Soul's got to be very careful because Aki is still susceptible to throws, and we're about to be shown that right now on defense.
Yeah. As every character in this game. But what a crouch short from Soul. Just a counter hit, built some space between himself and Angry Bird. Okay, side switch. We are going to get full damage combo.
I'm not sure about this, but I know he's Untainted Talents to drop the puddle around so it can stay around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Get that burnout here. Let's see if Angry Bird is actually going to do a Hail Mary level 3 or convert into it somehow, because Angry Bird is very difficult to stun when he's in burnout.
Okay, Soul so ready with the anti-air, but look at all the poison just slowly depleting his health. Stuck in the corner.
That should be the round.
Yep, into the level 1.
There you go, gonna have to spend it. Debly implication, doing the work here, exhausting the options. Now this is a character where it's like you squeeze every bit of damage out because the reward is there. And like you said, the Toxic Blossom tacking on the poison there, it helps substantially.
And he did have to spend 3 bars just to get that, but we do see Soul, he was able to build another super bar.
Hey, sometimes what you do, because long combos help with super meter build, so if you have to do that and help build the bar for the next round, it's a good investment. Good interruption there.
Okay, this is kind of where Aki shines, right? When you have your opponent in burnout, there's a lot of plus frames coming your way.
Yeah, but Angry Bird's experiencing this situation, and again, you block, he's going to get his complete recovery there on the drive gauge. DI, this is huge. This is massive here for Soul if he can take this game 1. You go for the safe jump? No. I think he should have gone for a safe jump there. He hasn't tested Angry Bird yet, Sherry.
I think he messed up the timing there, actually, and actually gets back there into the corner, but it's not too bad.
Watch out for Run Shoryuken. Oh, wait, he's going to burn him out.
Yeah.
He will burn him out. Good spot
So
here, but
smart.
again, please be careful of Run Shoryuken or anything.
Wait.
Oh. Okay. He hasn't got any. He's only got level 1, and that's not going to work, yeah? he got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
He got overwhelmed, and because he wanted to actually force the burnout with that Super Art 2 before, you think Angry Bird is not going to be as belligerent as can be to get right back into the dogfight there and try and take that. That was such a close game one there.
That really was, I think it's Angry Bird who went to character select just to take a break. But I actually think Soul, that was such a smart level 2. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get, like, Angry Bird was not deterred from getting in, because a lot of players, when you're poisoned, you kind of do want to back off. But Angry Bird was like, no, I am in there. He is going in there and started doing a whole bunch of Jin Rise just to apply the pressure and snuck in that Dragon Lash just to steal his plus frames back.
Well, here's the thing as well. You have to understand that it's very easy to close the distance between you and an opponent in this game. So utilizing that level 2 to force a burnout, it's good on the surface. Beyond that, that was a very big decision that led to him losing the game. That was actually a big catalyst towards that. So.
Yeah, it was a catalyst, but I think it was just he just wanted to even himself out with his own burnout as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying he just didn't look beneath the surface because he wanted the burnout, right? You have to understand, looking long term, Angry Bird had the resources, but. Right, let's see what happens here. Wow, okay, gets right back in there, misses the shin kick from the Jinrai.
Okay, Soul fighting his way out of the corner right now. Nice cancel, did have to use some drive meter to get out of the corner and escape.
Okay, Dragon Lash there for the side switch. There's the throw. He can get another throw in there if he wants to, but he's trying to get into tech. He's not teching, dude.
No bite on the shimmy. Does get caught by the OD poison ball, whatever it's called. Okay, escapes.
Low, and that's not going to be dead just yet. Careful! Fireball trap, and he wasn't expecting it. He did the neutral jump. Angry Bird said, let me run in and burn your skirt real quick.
Yeah, unfortunately checkmate situation for Soul because that run DP was coming regardless for the chip. Okay.
Good block. He hasn't been hit by many of those extra Yukins in this set, so he's had a very good opening against Angry Bird in that regard. That's +3 on block there, that drive rush crouch heavy kick in that scenario. Oh, no!
No punish on the whiffed roundhouse anti-air, though. They feeling each other out.
There you go.
That stand short into DI was so far away, enough to connect in the corner, though, and get the wall splat.
Hey, man, it's one of Angry Bird's signature techniques, especially in the heat of the moment in a set like this, and he's going to build on this. What is Soul going to do? Is he going to backdash or do a drive reversal? Oh, he just waits again! Oh, brother! And that's going to be it. Angry Bird is going to take the victory, a solid 2-0, which means he should be top of the group and get into winner's side top 16 for tomorrow there. My man doing the business, because remember, he was in the death group last year.
Yep.
I believe he didn't make it out. So this is a big improvement here for our Evolution 2023 champion. One step closer to that $1 million prize there. Unlucky to Soul. Very, very valiant effort here, but it was just a tough one, especially as that was your last game.
Yeah, that was your last game, but I mean, Soul was playing so well. There's just very, very small crucial mistakes that led him to lose the round. But again, this is first time on the big stage. Huge shout outs to Soul. I mean, he was playing out of his mind, so kudos to him. Unfortunately, he is definitely out, and that, again, like you mentioned, Angry Bird is going to make it out in winners.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, had a very good start. I think what happens is whatever Soul tried to do, I think Angry Bird felt like it was 2 steps ahead. So it's like, okay, because of the familiarity he has in this matchup, it's like I said before, even if he feels he's in burnout, I can confidently defend against this stuff because I've faced Broski many times, I've studied this, etc., etc. But I've got to give Soul credit for baiting not only Shoryukens, but being disciplined on defense in the corner to not tech, right? But even then, that's a clear indication to me is I can just bully you in various other ways, right?
Yeah.
Which that's what allowed Angry Bird to kind of build that momentum. And it also makes you as a defender more scared because you're like, please stop throwing me.
Yeah.
Please, please.
I mean, that's the name of the game, right? You're either going to get throw looped or you're going to get shimmied, or even in that very last interaction with Soul, he didn't even go for the tech. He actually did a delayed stand jab, but you're already looking for a sort of shimmy, right? So Angry Bird was ready with the punish counter low forward, and look at that. Angry Bird 4-1, but +7. So we're going with the game differential, the round differential, over Shuto, who is only +4 points. So that does mean Angry Bird is going to make it out in winners. Shuto is going to make it out in losers.
Yes, indeed. I've got to give credit to, the whole of this group here, because this was another one of those tough groups. But as you can see, as Sherry alluded to just moments ago, this is the final standings here for Group H. So Angry Bird emerged victorious, and he will be representing Team Reject in the winner side of the top 16. Shuto, he will be on the loser side there with that +4 differential. Juninho-RAS almost got out of this group.
Almost.
Almost got out of this group. But hey, we need to head on over to the interview to talk to the qualifying players.
Congratulations on coming first in the group. Started out rocky. でまず聞きたいのはですね、勝った感想とかを聞きたいので、はい、聞いてみます。So, how do you feel about your performance? You know, obviously started out slightly rocky with the Shuto set not going your way, but then after that you delivered, as we saw on the screen, +7, not a score to be sniffed at. How are you feeling right now?
I'll be completely honest. I thought I'll not make it out of group stage. I'm really serious. I thought
I hear you.
Because in FT2 I'm very bad. So it's good to qualify.
Of course.
And I think I'm lucky I qualified in winners because Shuto beat me.
Right.
But he dropped the match versus Sol, which costed him the winners.
Then yeah.
So I think I got lucky. The winners is lucky, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Angry Bird 選手に聞いてみましたら、やっぱり2先はすごい下手って自分で言ってて、なんかプレイス意思になることがなんか運が良かっただけでみたいな。シュートに1日目負けて本当にもうグループから出られないのかと思ってもうグループから抜けることができてとても運が良かった。すごい嬉しい状態です。Do you have any comments for the fans? You know, everyone watching live in the arena and all around the world. Anything that you want to say to the people out there?
Man, the crowd here is amazing. Like when since I'm reject, everybody's cheering for me as one of their own. So it just feels amazing, and I just love all the fans, man. I just love all the fans. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to play in Japan here.
この来ていらっしゃってるファンたちも素晴らしいし、リジェクトになったところで自分のものみたいに扱いがすごいみんなすごい親切にしてくれて嬉しいっていう形になってます。で、これからシュート選手とちょっとおしゃべりをしたいところです。グループから抜けてまずはおめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
自分のプレーなんかやっぱり思い出して考えるとどう感じるんですか、自分のプレー。はい、昨日も一昨日もあったし、
なんかやっぱ自分の中でこれじゃないなっていう自分のプレーが結構焦っちゃってて、
はい、
勝ちはしたんですけどアングリーとかにそれでもやっぱ内容には満足いってなかったんで、その1日目2日目の反省を生かして、今日はうまく調整できたなって自分でもいい内容だったなと思えたんでよかったです。
はい。So I asked Shuto about his gameplay. You know, obviously we've had 3 days of group stages. He's been able to analyze his play over the initial period of the group stages. He wasn't that happy. He didn't feel that he was able to deliver himself, his regular standard gameplay in the first couple of days, and he decided to tidy everything up and get things ready for day 3. And we've seen what he delivered on that big stage. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. 続いてみんな、ファン見てくれてる、友人や家族やとか友達と見てくれてる皆様には一言お願いしたいんですけど。
そうですね、やっぱカプコンカップ優勝する上でウィナーズ抜けっていうのはすごい大事で、そこをすごい意識してたんですけど、アングリーにウィナーズ取られてしまってすごいそこは残念ではあるんですけど、ルーザーズでも優勝できるっていう自信というかはあるんで、このまま引き続き明日も頑張ります。応援お願いします。
はい。So everyone here heard in Japanese. I'll just translate in English for you guys. So Shuto said he was really serious about getting top spot. He wanted that first place in the group, but unfortunately, just beating Angry Bird wasn't enough because Seoul got that W and put him into second place, and so he gave Angry Bird a friendly hug there because he knows that that's the only reason he's in second place. But even though he's in the losers bracket, he's going to try his very best and aim for the top spot and try and snatch that very coveted Capcom Cup 11 trophy. So that's it from me here. We're going to head back to the desk momentarily after I translate back in Japanese. それはそれでインタビューコーナー以上というところで終了となりまして、後でまたインタビューがありますので、その時にもよろしくお願いします。実況に移りましょう。ありがとうございます。さようなら。
Wise words there from both the combatants. I've been around Angry Bird long enough, so when he starts an interview and he says honestly, it's going to be followed by I was lucky. That's the default line he's going to say.
The humbleness. He's just a humble person.
Listen, he gets the job done when need be. But that will conclude it for Group H. But before that, I must thank the people that make Capcom Cup as good as it is and able to run. So we got to give a good shout out to our guys over at Storm Collectibles, ladies and gentlemen. Storm Collectibles is a figure designer and production company from Hong Kong, which makes high-quality, officially licensed collectible action figures and specializes in fighting games. They bring classic and iconic gaming characters back to life and also keep up to date on the blockbuster games like Street Fighter series from Capcom. Some collectible products quality is at the standard meant for the true collectors, with high likeliness to the finest details from the head sculpt to the body, articulation, and the accessories. So you can go and check out the Street Fighter character figurines on their website, which you can see on the screen there, www.stormco.com.hk. Do not forget that .hk at the end there. There's a bunch of upcoming products you can see on screen there. Big thank you to one of our sponsors in Storm Collectibles.
Yes, beautiful. I want one of their, they need to make a Sea Viper collectible. Just saying. Just saying. I haven't seen one. But anyways, wrapping up.
Any excuse to get the cat.
That is the end of Group H. But that was only the second group of today. We have 6 more left. 4 players are determined into the top 16 already. And if I'm doing my math right, we have 12 players left that need to be determined. So make sure you do not go anywhere because you do not want to miss this action. There is so much good Street Fighter coming.
Where dreams become reality. Monster Hunter Bridge.
Show me what you have.
カプコン入ってる。カプコンカップあれオンになってるよ。はい。カプコンカップ11、ここからはグループ A の模様をお届けしてまいります。
Alright, moving on with day 3, it is time to introduce Group A.
それではグループ A プレイヤー入場です。
It's time for the player entrances.
まずはノルウェーの海賊フェノム
The king of Norway, it's the moose, Phenom!
ブリュッセルの静かなる鷹高村
All the way from Belgium, it's the hawk, Takamura!
香港の熱き魔剣ホットドッグ
And here he is, all the way from Hong Kong, it's the Infernal Hound, Hot Dog!
ベネズエラの救世主サルバトーレ
The man who's never to be underestimated, it's the savior of Venezuela, Salvatore!
ぐるぐる剛腕大監督板橋残業
Next up, the Command Grab Master, it's the meal ticket, Itabashi Zangief!
C Alpha
Representing FlyQuest, it's the Evolution World Champion, none other than the Alpha Pong!
そうですね。そしてまあ3日目ともなると、もう海外のねプレイヤーにもたくさんの声援がね、客席からのはいいですね。
それはそうですよね。からですよ。3日目も最後の予選で、
そう
これから
明日にね。
トップ16はやっぱりここまで来るのは行きたいですよね。
行きたいけど厳しい。
厳しい。
誰が勝ち残るのか。さあステージにはこのグループ A で戦う6名の選手に来ていただきました。この6名で総当たり戦を行っていき、本日が最終日となります。
So that is the lineup for Group A. You see these 6 members on your stage. 2 of them will be qualifying for the top 16 tomorrow.
明日に生き残れるのは上位2名のみ。今一度ステージの選手たちに大きな拍手をお送りください。
Massive round of applause to the gentlemen on stage. All, of course, amazing, talented players, but unfortunately, there can only be 2 that make it up from this group.
それでは選手の皆さんはスタンバイをお願いいたします。
All right, players on standby at the ready. Thank you very much.
そしてこの熱い戦いをさらに盛り上げていただく実況席にお渡ししたいと思います。実況席の皆さんよろしくお願いします。
To call the amazing action to come, we now hand over to the caster's desk. Let's get to it.
And we're back with more Capcom Cup action. Brother, this is the most, for me, electric group in terms of what is in contention.
Okay.
Only one is out, but all 4 remain. We'll see who makes it through. We got the Alpha in the building, the Glizzy Gladiator, and more in store. My name is Nicola.
Who?
I am joined with Jammers. Yeah, you heard me, baby.
What?
I'm sorry. I gotta call him the Glizzy God. He's no longer a gladiator. He has risen to the occasion. Hot dog and more are in store for this group.
How long have I got with this guy?
All day, baby. It's me and you.
Is it how long? Is it 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that how much I'm gonna survive? Have I got my 45 minutes? All right, it's going to be a long 45 minutes. Anyway, all right, we're going to take a look at the players in Group A because it is about to go down. As St. Cola said, it's been too long since myself and him have been on here for the commentary. But yes, a lot on the line here. Unexpected. This was a tough fixture, but unexpected because Salvatore was a name that people were not talking about before Capcom Cup 11 started. And by the end of this, now he's thinking, I could get out of this group. But his fate is in his own hands. This is what the fixtures are looking like right now. We're going to be kicking things off with Hotdog29 going up against Punk. But then if we look at this table, just as St. Cola alluded to, man, this is looking rough because no one is safe. Itabashi only has one game today, and that's against Salvatore. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to everybody else. It's all up in smoke, isn't it?
Up in the air. We could have that Evo champion fall the wayside or making it through. Who knows? Takamura's been playing hot. Hot Dog understands how important it is right now for every game to be picture perfect. And speaking of that, I feel like at this point, all these players understand that every game, not just the matches in totality, but every game matters. There's going to be maybe some differentials coming through. Who knows? We talked about how there could be those ties at some point. I don't want to go down to that. I want to see all the matches on the stage right now. But as you alluded to, a lot of surprises with Salvatore. Also, let's go to that first match. So let's actually talk about Hot Dog and Punk. For Hot Dog, for me, talking with him on the first day, before everything had happened, he was like, yeah, I'm good against Cammy. Then he got cooked, smoked, seared, and served up. Now, he's like, okay, this is a difficult matchup. Maybe this does kind of suck. So I want to see a different sort of anti-air sort of situation. He mentioned that he wasn't going for air-to-airs that much. Crouch Fierce wasn't coming out enough. Obviously hard against Cammy, but you have to have more anti-airs than Psycho Crusher. And maybe we could see the DJ possibly. That is a good pick on paper.
He can do it, but I think for me, just to summarize it real quick, I think Hot Dog's own strategies have let him down. And because they were letting him down in day one, I think he's being a bit stubborn on himself because it's like, well, I know this works, I believe in it. Because like we said, since the December patch, Bison's in a pretty good spot. A lot of the players' opinions on Bison has changed, arguably the best in the game, depending on who you ask. But he's been over-reliant on the regular Psycho Crusher.
Yes.
Amplification from the bomb, as you talked about before with the anti-air situation. But dude, we can't play around now. If you have to go back to the basics, the rudimentary style, so be it. But you're going up against the Alpha. Now, the Alpha, me and Ringe had a long chat about this group because Punk needs a win here. Everybody else needs it to be fortuitous to them for him to lose. But this is, I think this matchup is solely based on what Hot Dog does. We know how Punk reciprocates in the neutral. It's some of the best fundamentals I'll ever see in my Street Fighter lifetime.
100%.
But after this, when Punk has to go against Phenom, well, we'll talk about that because Punk overcame a hurdle about not winning the big championships. He done that with Evo.
That's true.
Now there's another mental hurdle that we're not quite sure about. But hey, we tackle one problem at a time. It will be our callous dictator going up against our British espionage here. Hot Dog 29 going up against Punk. Hot Dog needs to ruin somebody's day.
Oh, yes, he do. That's what he wants to get through too as well. But Punk, as you mentioned, the hurdle of getting through some of these first few scenarios and really acclimating with the quickness is going to be key. And speaking of key, we talked about that neutral, how Punk is so fundamentally sound, already finding a crouch, can confirm, head up the corner, Hot Dog striking back, a little more active than what we saw on the first day, I feel, on defense.
Here we go, and he's going to get the conversion, and he's going to put the back fist combo on to drop the bomb, and he just respects the DP, and he does a regular Psycho Crusher anyway. Good clip of the airborne character there from Hot Dog, just backs away again. Not doing things in trepidation. He just needs to assess how Punk's going to react. Gets that whiff punish with the sweep.
Stays in front. There's the Oki.
Ooh, that's done. That's the round. That could have been the round. If he was closer.
Man's got the bar. He's got drive gauge bar at the bottom. Interrupts a drive rush. You can't have drops like that against the Alpha. He'll make the beta real quick.
Good walk under there. I thought he was going to get a punish counter on that jab, and he's only got level 1 to save him here. He might have to look for a heavy button, but hey, Punk had other ideas. And it will be the charged cannon spike to close that round. You've got to be careful in the neutral. I know he was trying to utilize stand medium kick a lot, but you've got to be careful, man. Cannon strike is a footsie tool for a lot of these Cammy players because it will punish counter any limbs that are lingering out for too long.
The problem we see is I think he tried to use that as a measuring tool to get like a sensor kick possible, get that kick started. Perfect parry does happen though. Puts the bomb on. The back fist won't miss. The medium after that back heavy kick. The mix up off the plus frames to get the bounce off the stomp and another bomb. 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, he's respecting it. I think he was paying attention to how like flustered Punk was yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big punish. I think you got to get rid of him, but he's going to drop another Psycho Mine on there, and he's still respecting. And that will work. That will work.
Yes, sir. It burns him out. What a smart option. canceling into the super and kills. As you mentioned, spin to win, does it in the end, and Hot Dog ties us up. But Punk in the third round, level 3, could be dangerous. That's a big amount of damage at the very end, maybe a lead if he wants to. We'll see what he uses it for.
Well, Hot Dog's been whiff punished too many times here, so he's actually going to threaten him with that super gauge and try and chip away as much as possible before he needs a fat combo. There's one grab, Hot Dog, you can't drive reversal. And he tried to escape, and this is what I was talking about. I think he's done.
Charge up DP level 3.
Let's find out, because that last hit does a 10%. Yeah, the executioner should do it. That should do the trick.
Bam! Perfect! Coming back with a break from Punk, and that's the problem. You spend all that bar in that second round, nothing to rebuttal with, or even have the idea with, too, as well.
But here's the thing, if he didn't spend the round, if he didn't spend the meter for the final round, we would be talking about the final round.
That's true, that's true. Like, when do you want to die? Right now or later on? In hospice? You pick.
All right, so he's had, I think he's been too respectful of what Punk's doing. And I think Punk's realized he's like, oh, he thinks I'm going to do XTP. I can wake up with a dive kick instead, or not do anything at all. So Hot Dog needs to actually get out of his own head, get some more confidence here. And I think he's going to have to do a drive rush overhead after Psycho Mine or something. Force the action.
Yeah, switch it up a little bit. I like that crouching light kick, though. We switch it up with these lows.
There you go.
Just find the conversion again.
Yeah, see? Just go for it now. Just go for it.
Play your game. That's what you have to do against Punk. I like that. The stand block here from Punk takes it back from the brink. Can he find a way out, though? The throw, it's all adding up. Street Fighter 6.
Keep going, just keep going.
The medium this time, the throw would have been fine. Again, run your game.
No drive rush cancel there from Punk. No whip punish on the stand media kick either. That is pretty difficult because this hurt box is not extended as much as other ones, but he clicks it anyway. I'm talking about the alpha here.
The tip of the toes.
I didn't recognize your game, good sir. I'm sorry.
It's in the name, bro. It's in the god.
No anti-air. He's scared. He's got a hell attack. I'm pretty sure you were talking about with him as well. He's not hell attacking.
I think he's trying to like initiate too much of that stand media kick to space out and air to air. It's not working out because Punk with the drop for the combo. Did I just curse this man? The OD lands. That's plus. He's going to press the button. No! He blocks. He throws. And there we go.
That was fantastic discipline there from the Hot Dog because he needs these rounds and he needs to disrupt Punk's mental flow here.
Yes.
And if he tried to overextend, that was not looking too good. So I like that he forced the level 1 out of Punk. Here comes the bomb. He's got to go for it. Yeah, go for it. He's not going to do anything after the bomb's planted.
That's the forced interaction right there. You're so afraid. Deny the conversion too far off for that counter hit. Problem with Cammy in some of these situations, got to be a little bit closer to get your counter hit. Off the stand light. Oh, don't walk underneath. That was not timed right for the jump in.
If he gets a drive rush cancel, he's won. That's what he needs.
Air to air. You're right. See that bar at the bottom? Flashing.
And there's a throw. Can try to force a burnout here, but if Punk jumps again, that level 3 is ready and waiting. Oh, it was down. Dude, it was there. He's going to charge Psycho Crusher anti-air.
That's the problem. I think he's trying to rotate too many anti-air options now. And now, it's the throw, but Hot Dog still in his favor right now. As you mentioned, a one-touch scenario with the bar at the bottom doesn't really even need it.
Yeah,
Psycho Crusher.
No, that's fine, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And he's going to get one apiece here on the board. So what Hot Dog's been doing in the neutral, when he's trying to wait for an opportunity to land big damage, he will try and wait for his dry gauge to go above the 3 bar threshold. And if nothing happens, he'll do drive rush cancel from crouch media kick, go for a throw, play neutral, and wait for the same sequence to happen again.
I like that much better than what he was doing before. Stand like it, look for maybe scissor kick, like a distance to do that, or maybe an air to air. He didn't initiate with the drive rush before, but look at how it works out. Play your game right now. Drive rush.
Yeah, he's got him with punish. So the hurt box must be around the stationary foot. But this is going to be another bomb plant here for Hot Dog. A DP hasn't come from Punk yet, so yeah, still not going to do it.
Yeah, holding on to damn dear life right there. Stand meter kick. Able to now it's become more of an annoyance tool. Medium does find the mark right after the light. The back dash is there.
Oh, wow, that said punish counter.
Wow.
That said punish counter. I thought it wouldn't have been a punish counter there, but Hot Dog managed to turn this one around. And if he actually gets the dub, this is going to be a perilous situation mathematically for Punk.
That's true. Punk might have to rely upon other people to get that win. That's not what you want to do. Not out of it just yet. Does get the DP pick up off the spiral arrow. Not get over those jabs. I'm surprised Hot Dog wasn't able to tap that parry.
Good. Oh, if he waited a little bit longer, he would have got the grounded conversion there, unfortunately, for Hot Dog, but he's out. If that is fine, I'll take that back to the neutral. But that standing heavy kick has been whiff punished one too many times. He's got to switch up the tactics here, and a back fist combo places the bomb.
Wing condition, stand block. The slight walk back. He knew he was going for that crouching unit kick to open him up, and Punk not steps ahead, but flights ahead. You're not dead. That does no damage at all.
Bomb again. You might go for it. Just do an overhead. Do an overhead. I think you should do an overhead.
We're working with ducking. And now we're final round. Listen to jammers, bro.
Yeah, but this is the problem. I'm worried about Hot Dog's neutral. This is the final round. Once he gets one knockdown, you're going to try and run away from Crouch Fist, probably going to get clipped.
Yep. That steamrolling begins. Lack of defense here for Bison without that bar at the bottom.
Yeah,
Great bust out super.
Gets the throw. Pull him in there again. And a kind of hit conversion. Here comes the bomb. Punk still hasn't DP'd yet. Oh no!
Oh,
he's dead! I think he's done! Oh my god, he's got all the resources!
Spin to win the OD's Dog Fan Fierce level 3 victory for Hot Dog 29! Of all things, of all times, to let that reversal rip. He waited the whole damn match, Jammers.
Damn, what a turnaround there from Hot Dog. And do you know what? I was just worried. Every time I saw the bomb planted, he tried to bait it every time. I said, he still hasn't done it. He still hasn't done it. Oh, man. And do you know what? That's the decision you make every single time.
Right, yeah. That interaction that you have to make when the bomb is on. What am I going to do after it? What am I going to do during it? Whatever it may be. Punk, I do feel like that same meter kick was starting to get annoying when other tools were implemented. You mentioned the drive rush jabs, the initiation, just in general. That puts you in sensitivity if you are blocking right after. I just feel like if Hot Dog continued to run his game as we saw, especially at the beginning, that was like the path to success, and he realized it as things were going on. And towards the end, a lot more initiation, besides stand medium kick, and nothing after.
Well, Punk playing the fundamental aspect of the game was fine. The differentiating factor was indeed the bomb.
Yep.
It's how do you play around the bomb. He actually played around it really well, but again, like I said, Hot Dog was a little bit too respectful. Then when he started to come out of his shell and be a little bit more confident, a little bit more aggressive, we started to actually see Punk go toe for toe and dance with him.
Right.
Then like I said, he hasn't DP'd yet. He hasn't DP'd yet. And then think about it, right? I don't blame that DP only because it was final game, final round.
Right.
Are you desperate from the frame advantage to continue to sweat my health via throw loops or something else, right?
Right.
And again, the one time Hot Dog had to put the brakes back on is when Punk did a DP. Because that could have been a dive kick.
That's true. TK dive kick to get him not outside the corner, but further outside of the corner. No side switch, obviously, but still.
Do you know what? I think that target combo set everything off, yeah.
Oh, because that was the first time you did the target combo the first time. Because last time you did drive rush medium into throw. Look at that. That is incredible. What a shakeup. This group has been a big shakeup since Salvatore stepped up on the stage, and it continues to be in this third day.
Right.
As we mentioned, one of the most contentious ones in terms of the groups overall, and this is how we start.
So that's rough now. Both Hot Dog and Punk are tantamount on the scoreboard. Hot Dog still has to play Takamura at the final fixture.
Yes.
Punk still has to play Phenom. And like I said, myself and Ringe, we had a long discussion. Theories. The only thing me and Ringe were missing at the time were lab coats. And you guys would have loved the discussion we had here.
The beakers and everything.
Yeah, but we've got to transition over to this game 2 here in Group A. Cola, talk to the people. What we got next?
Salvatore versus Takamura. Salvatore exploring on the scene. I feel like when you are not well known from a scene, people look down on you. They're like, oh, you haven't traveled. You don't know what it's like to be up on a big stage like this. And Salvatore did not miss on his first day. Taking down Punk is a resounding start. Had been watching Punk, emboldened by Punk, and now is giving that same sort of energy out here. In the reverse, though, we see Takamura starting to get a hold of what to do with some of the neutral decisions. Versus Punk, he had some great moments. The tap parry, knew what to do with some of these ranges, but unfortunately couldn't close it out. Has to do so right now, still sitting kind of pretty comparatively.
Well, here's the thing. Some people may think that Salvatore came out of the woodwork. Well, guess what? I'd embrace it because he's actually in a very good position to try and emerge victorious out of this group here. Now, Takamura, I've loved him for a long time, man. Honestly, R.I.P. Keftaros, his brother would have loved this.
Of course.
Seeing him on this stage and really shining, because one of the best traits about Takamura is his strategy, unique strategies against top players. Now, he did mention before that because he has little to no information, decent information on Salvatore,
right,
he's just gonna have to learn on the job. And unfortunately, the probation period is 1 1st to 3. It's not, 1st to 2. It's not 3 months, so you're gonna have to figure this out on the fly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Takamura has unpredictable neutral.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's gonna work against someone like Salvatore. So we're actually gonna see how this unfolds. Now, I do think, I'm not sure what would be more favorable for Punk to get out of this group. If it's Takamura, I have to double check the mathematics here as well. But Salvatore, he's having a brilliant time in Group A. He stepped up to the challenge. Like I said, I don't think people were even expecting him to be in this position, but that's what Capcom Cup's all about, is the people you don't talk about that you should be talking about. And I want to give a big shout out to the South American community, because all of the South American players dispersed across the groups, they've all stepped up and they've surprised everybody.
And again, as we talk about, on this huge stage where they didn't get to travel as much or go to other CPTs as much, given the opportunity, a chance to dance out here, they've been doing nothing short of amazing. But I want to go back to the style of Takamura. You mentioned how he doesn't have that information. On the other hand of things, Salvatore, have you ever played as someone that paints a picture with punishes and beatdowns like Takamura? Remember, Takamura, he doesn't really lab out too many things. He finds things on the fly. That sort of game plan, that sort of game style could work out in a first or two.
Here's the thing, he's not afraid to try out very vital things for his playstyle on the front lines. That's the best way to describe it here. But hey, this is something he can't do because he's in second place while Salvatore is in first place. So if he wants to gun for that top spot, he might need to play textbook just a little bit before things unfold and we can write the middle and the ending of this story.
Aye, ODDB, it's a dry brush. Takamura with less bar right now, looking for the toe tap right after. Perfectly spaced out these close range fireballs. Harder for him to react with the spin knuckle and try to get the dive kick. A little bit of back spacing right there for Takamura for that fireball to land.
Well, Salvatore does like using that dive kick on defense in neutral as well. So Takamura is very, calculated with his buttons and spacing. I think he can actually get Salvatore to get hit by a fireball in the air like we did before. Or he might be able to show you can at some point.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Could be an anti-air.
Maybe.
Nasty pickup incoming. Salvatore has him up in the corner. Nothing after the jab. It's Takamura with the back throw right after, though. Jab and the DP waits for him to take to the skies and drops his ass down. Staggering the jabs every so often, hoping he's going to tap parry. Salvatore does not. Chills.
Careful with the button, Salvatore. I've seen these no-context parries just work out for Takamura. He has a very good sense for your timing. He reads the room really well.
Yeah, we saw with Bunk. I thought so much in terms of switching, the pace, the momentum. Well, Takamura right now is in the lead. All it takes is one crouching medium kick, one good jump, and one good dive kick to switch it up a little bit. Hey, the jab, though, the outboxer.
I was about to say, is this some Mexican standoff at noon or something? These guys haven't moved or even pressed. The respect and discipline both those guys exhibited for those 2 seconds. Like I said before, the DP on the dive kick.
Ready with it. I mean, he trains with Vietnam so often, you better be ready to anti-air those dive kicks.
Spatial awareness here, and no. Okay, I think he's figured something out. Because he's not throw teching and likes to delayed crouch medium punch, as you mentioned before, he's going to try and catch that instead there, because Salvatore was looking to drive rush cancel that crouching medium punch, Cola.
That is Salvatore's favorite button. So Takamura's definitely been doing some selling, trying to delete that drive gauge with the heavy kick. Takamura, waits for him to come down, perfectly timed drive rush jab into the impact. Run cancel into nothing that jabs. Cross cut media, you'll take that trade, but you need to get yourself outside that corner. Salvatore getting hit with the ODDP. That was not true. Takamura knew what to do. First game to him.
All right, I'd say a good start for the both of them. I think Takamura is a little bit more prepared and has a stronger understanding of what Salvatore likes to do in defense, especially if you watch some of the tapes from the past 2 days. So he might actually play this game at times to YouTube video speed. We'll find out.
Times 2 neutral. Takamura has him trapped up in the corner. This time the driver jab happens. Salvatore, that's kind of been a thing for him, like as the games go on, as the initiator nice and close, but there is the reversal here from Takamura, working out to get some distance.
I think he's 3 for 3 so far. There's been a lack of disrespect right now. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if that was a whole frame kill sequence, but it worked out anyway. Salvatore, low on drive gauge. He's going to get the button into the Dragon Lash Flame here. Here's Takamura.
Drive rush break this time to the throw. I like that, Takamura. Try to go for something after that jab. This time Salvatore answering back.
Yes,
ODDP,
all right.
We wait, we bait, we decimate. Kill him.
At some point, he is going to do spin drive smasher, but at some point he was literally going to have to pull the brakes and find out, because Takamura has been doing sure you can maybe after one button, maybe a drive rush cancel pressure sequence. So he has to figure it out on the fly, but then Takamura will pick up on that fantastic delay there on that drive rush stand fist there.
The tick throw. Time the jabs, backs up, no anti right there, trying to tap parry. Maybe think a heavier button was coming through, or like a delayed dive kick, I'm not sure. But now he's the one caught up in the corner, and whip punish.
Oh no, I was looking at the wrong beater. I got the wrong gauge there. Next sequence should do it for Salvatore if he gets the button again, but Takamura has other ideas. And he's going to get the counter hit conversion anyway.
Dropped them all.
Listen,
Takamura.
One's man's misfortune is the other man's coincidence. He actually said, oh, you dropped that? He said, no, I still got to follow up on Jinrai. I get that counter hit conversion there. And we're going at match point here for Takamura. What a serendipitous moment.
No matter what, we all died to Jinrai, but we also died to DPs. Unfortunately, karma comes for us all. Spiral arrow up into the corner. ODDP lets it, rips to get some distance. No Oki, so he just gets a little bit of a run to get some distance outside that corner. Backs up, not going for the anti, knew it was a little bit shallow.
No GP there, the back jump there. Salvatore let an opportunity slip because he couldn't lock Takamura down in the corner there, Cola.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta keep. Now I feel like you gotta kind of pace yourself a little bit up in that corner, but definitely keep Takamura in there as much as possible. That strike though that Kemi loves to do, but so does Ken. He's in. There's a throw.
He needs a level 2 or level 3 to get out. He needs to get out of there, Salvatore. I'm not sure what he's waiting for.
Run. Find the exit sign. No answer. I'm surprised we saw Takamura duck down.
No, because I think he's trying to whip punish a button. That's why. That's why the jumps are running.
Focus in a different area. I feel it. Perfect parry and the punish right after. My favorite book, Shippu Jinrai. Takamura.
Clinical performance there, solid stuff. So he puts himself, I think it actually swapped their positions around on the table just from that fixture alone. But this is not done because Takamura still has to fight Hot Dog in the final fixture. Salvatore still has to fight Itabashi Zangief. So again, all of these fixtures keep changing their positions on the table. It's like the stock market. They keep going up and down. They just keep changing. It's like you got
buy, sell, buy, sell.
Hey.
Try for impact. Anyway, Salvatore Takamura. You know, I really like that you saw so many different elements here from Takamura. Try for a jab and a throw. He'd hold himself, and Salvatore tried to drop back and wait for something, and that just allowed Takamura to hit that drive impact we saw later in the game. And those reversals, even though one got baited, it was still enough to put Salvatore on the back foot. He kind of backed himself up, I feel like, too much. You've got to keep any player out here in the corner and figure out what is the way to keep him there, jail no bail.
Well, I think where Salvatore probably should have probably paid attention a little bit more is maybe try to do more defensive dive kicks or try something there. I think one thing that you spotted really well was there were times where it was extremely tense, high intensity in the game, and Takamura wasn't doing the simplest of anti-airs. But I think he was just focusing on what Salvatore is doing, right? Because with punish, delayed crouch and medium punch on defense, he was looking for other buttons. So then he got empty jump into throws, so he gets the punish counter. But it's like it wasn't enough for him at that time. It's like we started something, but we couldn't shift to like gear 2, gear 3 in situations where we really needed it. And when you're looking for big damage, you look for them via combos. And if Takamura is shutting down your combo starters, well, you're not going to land those big combos at all, right?
That's true, that's true. Wasn't able to get started, unfortunately, but that, again, means that Takamura shifts up. And as we look at this bracket real quick, you see the 4 right there for Takamura on our screen. You can't see it right now, but there's a possibility of a mirror match coming up here for Punk versus Phenom in our 3rd match. Sorry to give some spoilers. If it is the case, it might be. I saw Punk playing a little bit of that Cammy mirror match with Knuckle Doom, getting ready. Possibility of this happening. Do you think Phenom sticks it out if things go bad, or do you think Phenom sticks out just in general anyway?
Well, here's the thing. Let's break this down from the start, right?
All right.
Salvatore beat Punk yesterday in the Cammy mirror, and he put out the tweet saying, I think I might just have to get the Akuma ready because I can't do it. Now, I was talking to Ringe. We had a long discussion about this. Is before Punk's hurdle was he was one of the best, if not the best, but he couldn't win the big championships.
Yeah.
When he won EVO 2024, that weight was off his shoulders, as Rob TV alluded to. Now we think the problem is it mirror matches now? And if you are, remember, on paper and what he's done this season, you are the best player in the world.
Yeah.
But the best player in the world needs to win mirror matches as well. If you're struggling against mirror matches, there's a problem.
Yes.
Now, we were talking about, is Punk going to use the mirror against Phenom here? I thought he probably wouldn't, depending on the hot dog result, but he has to do this now. And when these two have played, some would argue they have a very similar philosophy. Punk always beats Phenom because they have a similar philosophy. If Phenom beats him here, I don't know what's going to happen, but Phenom does regret not preparing Bison for this group. He has said that before, but he's putting a lot of time and effort into the Cammy. So again, this is all to play for in this Cammy mirror.
We'll see what happens. If that history rings true out here in the present day, the dive kick trying to come through, try to space out that crouching medium kick. It wasn't a crouching medium punch, and Phenom was able to get the back throw.
And of course, we saw with Salvatore yesterday, right? When Punk was uncomfortable in this mirror match, he was doing a lot of EXDPs on defense. So I'm not sure if Phenom's paid attention to that. Maybe Punk has calmed down the nerves. But this is going to be tense. A lot of the Alpha fans from the Alpha Academy are going to be watching this.
For the medium, after the delay, the Stampfierce is there, both teching. As you mentioned, very similar styles, like very footsie-based. Not really heavy on the dive kicks unless they need to be. Does get the counter right now, close enough. The medium hit. He's able to hit off, as you mentioned, that positivity.
There's one EXDP here, but you also need to pay attention to what both these players do when they block a standing heavy kick, because it is -3 on block. Are they going to take their turn back? Are they going to backdash? And there's a no-contact sweep from your boy Phenom.
EU
DI, baby, that's going to be round 1. Oh, that's not going to look good. So the Killer Bee Sting is going to do the trick here for Phenom. He had to throw that one out there. And ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. Every decision that goes wrong, I want you to look at the top left side of your screen. I want you to look at Punk's face when things go wrong.
Yeah, check the reactions, man. We have those cameras. That's great. Be able to see what they're looking like. Beauty of offline. But Punk trying to figure out that same sort of footsie sense. I feel like that in this sort of DB sort of scenario where he needs every game as possible, makes it even harder, even more tense for him to stay solid. Delays after the crouch fierce, backs up for the stand fierce. You know, he just weathers the storm. He's cool. He's chilling.
But dude, Punk earlier was crunching away at that dry gauge man with all those heavies. Heavy damage output, and there's a whip punish. No drive rush cancel. I don't think he was sure if that was going to connect, but he's going to get decent damage here in Oki. Punk, what's the choice? And he blocks this time round.
Takes a throw.
Oh no, he can't do another one. Not another one.
Come through?
Yeah, he can't do another one.
Reversal button.
No,
he tried. Level 3 had to do it to stay solid enough at least, and this puts Phenom in burnout. Okay.
He's still got wake up supers though.
You're right.
He's still got it. And you have to remember that EX dive kick and burnout is +2 on standing, +3 on crouching opponents. So a double EX dive kick there was actually the best thing Punk could have done.
Goes for the obvious answer, and it works out. Well scored. Dive kick able to hit. Obviously not counted, so no conversion, but Phenom now locking Punk up in the corner, looking for something off the medium, gets a crouching beauty kick instead. A lift off. Deep B again.
Not
no
quite.
throw. Oh.
If he could shimmy Punk here, this would actually be really good for his confidence, and he's going to actually do the DPOS to burn himself out here. Can he get a air throw? Good.
Oh, he's locked in. The dive kick's able to hit a button. Wake up super, did Punk touch a button? No. He out parry, he was wearing beautiful stuff.
If he can stun him, he's dead.
Can he do it though?
Stun Phenom, he's dead.
Oh, he gets the punish counter on the recovery on the way down. Punk hits him with the super, crack out the back. Is it a ramp? It's not. We go for a meaty spiral arrow. No, he chills, he cools, he waits.
Careful with the jump, careful with the jump.
Oh,
no! And he's gonna chip him. Oh, no, dude! I said careful on the jump, and he went for a dive kick there. And Punk, I said you have to keep looking at his face. So he's got to go catch select. Please go catch select. Oh, he's not going to do it.
He locks in. Jammers, he locks in. No Akuma. It's all Cammy today. All snow. Oh, my lord. Phenom. One game on Punk. Looking to put the alpha down and out. No Rashid.
This is the thing, man. It's going to be crazy. It's almost as if these two are literally looking in the mirror at what their styles are. The sequences they're doing. How they're trying to escape each other, how they're trying to initiate offense. It's very difficult right now here for Punk. Hopefully the mental game is still strong and still composed here because he needs it. There's a nice defensive dive kick to get out of trouble.
I think they'll be working out a little bit more often because Phenom's going to go for a lot of drive rush throws just in general to open up Punk. Likes to stand fierce.
I like that.
Out of burnout. Yeah, that's fine. Spin that bar to put him in burnout.
I think he could have interrupted that sequence there with a super art 1 probably, but Punk wanted the burnout. He was ravenous for it, so I'll give him that.
Ravenous, I like that. Ravenous. Uh-oh. There's a throw right after. Usually go for a button. Punk gets the grip. Spiral arrow right after it. The walk-up jabs.
Oh, no.
Phenom able to get the back throw. He's back with bar as well.
Oh, no. This could go pear-shaped. This could go pear-shaped. Watch out for the shimmy attempt from your boy. Oh, no.
ODDP, the bust-out works out last season with a side switch, but you're still in the mix. Now back to mid-screen. Phenom puts himself out for the shimmy. Not enough. It's not enough. ODDP. Bolted burnout again.
Watch out for the supers. It's either a hooligan or a super. And he caught him with a heavy drill. These guys were tiptoeing and dancing around the problem, but you can't avoid it, mate. Somebody had to lose that round, and Punk, this is kind of uncharacteristic of him because he is super nervous, I feel, for this gameplay.
Yeah.
But he needs these rounds. He needs them.
Yes, every round, every match matters. We talked about it, especially now that Punk had lost that game to Hot Dog earlier. Off the throw, the hit, Phenom spins the rest of his bar, but we've seen how he's able to cook even when he's a little bit on the ashier side. Dive kick denies the dive kick, a little bit higher from the side of Phenom, gets a grip, one more hit. Punish counter will definitely kill. Now, definitely another throw will in the medium. Puts Phenom on set point. The moose is loose.
He needs this because these guys are basically tantamount in every aspect of the mathematical table here, and good opener from Punk. Dive kick. Oh, wait, that looked like it was gonna, that landed awkwardly.
Very weird. Punk with a jab and just blocked it out right after. Lucky boy, able to get the counter hit though with Phenom off the jab in the medium. The throw.
This is not good.
Oh, the backswing blow, but Punk not falling for it. In fact, getting it with punish and a back throw, switching up the position.
These guys aren't DP anti-airing. They're not.
They're afraid.
Oh, yeah.
You guys say, I'm on perfect parry instead.
There they go, wake up DP
Eita
there from
preula.
Punk once again. Next hit for Punk should win it. He's got one drive rush cancel and 3 bars. That's why he needs to hit confirm it. They're not DPing.
I think the risk, that sharp DP missing, the fear. Would you DP for $1 million, brother? Snap, as you mentioned, blocking it out.
Oh, drive rush cancel, reset, and he was asleep at the wheel. The drive impact into the Delta Red Assault will close it out. Hit a solid 2-0 performance here for Phenom to increase his chances of getting out of Group A.
Insane work by Phenom to play in that same sort of style that Punk does, but come out the victor. As you mentioned, mirror match is definitely something different. It's one thing to know a matchup where you have strengths and weaknesses, but in a mirror match, it's that player to player, and if someone's playing at your same pace and rumbles in your jungle, you got to be able to lock in a different sort of way. And Punk feels like he's not prepared for that sort of element, you know, in that mirror match sort of thing. That's like the next echelon to correct his game plan. I would like to see the Akuma. I think Akuma's great. Akuma's fantastic.
Is Akuma, no, I don't think anyone's going to refute that fact, but are you ready to bring out the Akuma in a situation where it will get you out of the group? That make or break Akuma. Not that if it's good or bad, it's the make or break Akuma.
Like it could be the difference between you winning $1 million or not.
If you only have 18 to 24 hours to think about that, it's either, listen, we become the biggest risk taker of our lives, or we try and do risk reverse and stick to what works. And the Kami is what took this man to the dance, and unfortunately, it couldn't do it on his side. So Destiny is no longer in his hands. I believe Punk does not have any more games today. He lost to Hot Dog 2-1, and now he's lost to Phenom 2-0. So we should be having a quick look at the table right now to have a look, unless we're going to transition over to our next game. Actually, we are going to show a replay first. We are getting that sorted here. But up next, this is going to be another juicy match for you. But before that, let's take a look back at what happened.
Yes.
A lot of different tactics here employed from both players, but it is the group stages at Capcom Cup. I do think this is exceptionally difficult for anybody, so you have to come with a kind of a randomized strategy or something that your opponent probably won't be expecting. But
rotation.
In a lot of aspects, in the early start of this game, it felt in certain aspects these guys were confident in DPing, and then as things went by, it's like, you know what? Let's just stick by the book. Let's play textbook.
Yeah.
No forward drive rush. Let's stop you from trying to run away.
Usual Cammy White sub.
Yeah,
of course.
And I don't think these guys did any more than 3 forward throws in the corner before they changed up their tactics.
Yeah. Like with an eventual DP, backdash, whatever it may have been. But in the end, I feel like that wild style started coming out as things were going on. We saw the burnouts happen a little bit more often. We saw the desperation dive kicks to happen too as well on offense for the defense. And now, let's get more offensive with that Salvatore. Going up against Itabashi Zenki. Obviously, Itabashi in that bottom spot, but could definitely play spoiler today against Salvatore in his play through this bracket.
Well, I think judging by what happened with Punk's set just now, and Takamura still has to play.
Yeah.
I think if Salvatore can turn this around, he's still, look, I think. So, Phenom's 3-2.
Okay.
Takamura's in top spot with the 3-1. If Salvatore wins this, he gets a 3-2, but then the differential will change. So, yeah, Itabashi, I think he's done. So he just has to ruin Salvatore's chances. So this might actually be a whole load of weight off of Itabashi's shoulders. And he's got some really good tech against Cammy as well. But the thing is, I was talking about this with Ringe as well. It's unfortunate for Itabashi because ever since the removal of jump cancel stuff on defense, that's really hurt Zangief. And in this group in particular, you're going up against characters that have brilliant Oki when they knock you down. Bison, Ken, Cammy. And you can't do jump cancel SPD to save you.
Holding that in the corner.
You have to hold that stuff, man. And I think that's really letting down.
But that'll be the case, you know, as you said, Itabashi playing with a weight off his shoulders. Could let that gambler style show out even more. Either way, Salvatore, Itabashi Zangief is our next match. And again, Salvatore needs to win, put himself further up these rankings as much as possible. In 3rd place currently.
Okay.
So that tap parry round start?
I don't
Maybe
think
drive rush that fierce?
Yeah, no, it might have been raw drive rush. A lot of people still have that little issue with the inputs there, but there's a headbutt. Throwing that out with malicious intent early on there's Itabashi Zangief.
Devilish. The slap chop, the 3-piece, the headbutt. Committed to the button right after. That allows Salvatore to get that jump in. Normal throw, nothing special right here from Salvatore, but we do go inside that corner, but the damage is definitely racking up.
I hope Salvatore watched when Punk fought Zangief. Itabashi before, right? In case when he whiffs that stand heavy punch, he can just use stand heavy kick because it covers a lot of whiff punishing aspects for Zangief's button, so it's an easy whiff punish.
Yeah, gotta be in that mid range to hit it, you know. Itabashi just driving on in, getting on in, and Salvatore, again, as you mentioned, might have to go that heavy kick where you're outside the stand. Medium kick range, get that punish counter. There we go. Round sorry, he said, I got you, bro. Don't worry about that. I'm with you.
No, okay. I was worried because if that was the non-charge version, it would have been the counter DI. We saw that earlier. Or yesterday, I should say. Oh, no tech. Okay.
Interrupts the headbutt. Perfectly done here from Salvatore. Salvaging this round.
Salvatore salvaging this. I like that.
Feel me? Oh, I like that delay crouch medium kick. That's just Itabashi standing. Either he's going to walk back or, possibly just kind of hold his ground a little bit. Salvatore, he was exact without spinning the bar at the bottom. I think it's very important. You have that level 3, get a big lead or finish things off if need be. Kami has a lot of access with that heavy kick. He's been using that a lot more often.
But we haven't seen Itabashi do stand light kick with punish on it, at least to kick things off, right? I know you want something bigger, but he's going to be big damage coming through into the regular lariat here, Cola.
Towards the corner, you have to chase this character down. I can't be whipping that stand fierce too far out. Easily done for the character. The throw right after Salvatore. Getting further and further towards the other side here. Itabashi cannot be put up in the corner, as you mentioned, lacking and slacking in defense. At level 3 definitely helps out, though. You don't want to overextend as Kami.
Yeah, but I mean, if you overextend, what do? You come in, then you backdash or jump out to avoid the level 3, but he has to wait until his health is below like 48% or something before he can probably try and do like a drive rush cancel situation.
Just like this.
He can drive rush SPD. He might SPD. Oh no!
Oh, he tried to Oni Laureate. Too deep with a dive kick.
Wow, it doesn't work. Oh my god, it doesn't work. Oh dear, he's gonna lose because of that. Wow! That's not fair.
Because he tried the anti-air, it unfortunately does not cover cross-ups.
That is not fair.
I think Geef players would agree. I think Itabashi and Geef would agree, because that's Salvatore's victory.
Hey, he don't care. Whether hook or by crook get the dub, he's got one game on the board here, but Itabashi in 2 unfortunate situations. They were almost dead zones. I know the second one was like really rough, but I'm pretty sure Salvatore was already on the other side of Zangief before he registered to do the X Lariat, right?
He had to walk in that range to jump over, though.
Seja bem-vindo,
jump light kick, of course, to cross up. But I feel like you're playing a dangerous game against a man that will dash up SPD or level 3 with that bar flash. So that confidence on this stage, I like to see that from Salvatore. First game to him, well rewarded. Either yes, or by crook, as you would say. The anti-air not working out. Oh, oh, God, nice, I got it. I'm British, too. But either way, he earned that right to walk in that space and get that. The stand medium kick against the dive kick, Itabashi, usually that button works out the other way, where it gets blessed by the aerial approach.
Wow, wake up stand fierce there nice and early. Did a crouching heavy punch as an anti-air there. I don't think that's what he wanted, but if it is, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Gets that positional advantage there, Cola.
Yes, sir. Right where you want to be is Kami. Now I get to be the grappler. Yes. I got to churn. Mine's simple. You see him delaying the jabs every so often, put a little bit of hesitation in there. Change up the corner situation.
Yeah, look, dude, how does he get out?
Like, how
does he get out? That's the problem.
We hold north. And he's going to hold north, I feel like, anyway, for like a reversal SPD, possibly. Either way, that was a good option. Covering a lot of bases, Salvatore.
Listen, there's only so long you can block. I know lights don't really take away that much drive gauge, but you can only block for so long, man. And he tried to get a running bear grab reset there again. He's going to get the slide knocked down here. Looking good here for Itabashi at the moment. Yes, this is brilliant. Ideal situation for the boy.
Nice. Preemptive air or stand medium to anti-air for the dive kick is there. Crouching medium punch, spiral arrow, dash up, meaty crouch fierce. As the string ends, Itabashi tries to initiate with his slap chop. Drive rush SPD finally off that light kick, and now we see a staving off a set point in a 3rd round with level 3.
Well, because he done that, he identified that Salvatore has another DPOS on defense, so he might be sneaking, trying to do that again, unless Salvatore is actually being, like, leading him into a false sense of security. I don't know. Trade combo, no level 2, though.
The spin. Itabashi saving for that level 3. Making a guesser game scenario after this. Only for my loyal fans.
It's going to be the ultimate Russian suplex here, and don't be overzealous, Itabashi. Dive kick. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Yeah, didn't go for the anti-air right there. That time didn't even go for the OD Laureate.
Oh,
wow!
This is going to be huge, and he can't backdash here. I think he's got to take a grab. Yeah, he's got to take a grab, and now he's got to be careful, because the next hit might win it for Salvatore if he gets a clean hit.
What's the entry point? He loves that crouching medium punch button.
Please do not whiff. Please, for the love of God, don't whiff.
A lot of buttons gonna be thrown right now. Jammers, that stand medium kick might get hit.
Okay, he waited for dry gauge to come back. Now he's gonna be looking for it. 1 button will do the trick. Drive rush cancel, and he's done. And I think Itabashi knows that as well.
Ooh, even that medium. Lord. But Itabashi has him up the corner. One grip. Just one grab.
Yeah, that was a good choice. I think he identified that as well.
As you mentioned, drive reversal, keep him up in the corner, goes for the sweep right after. Itabashi Zangief, crouching for the kick. Game to game with Salvatore.
But my thing is here, I don't know what Salvatore was looking for. I understand waiting for your dry gauge to slowly replenish over time, but you were looking for something specific. As you identified, Cola, Itabashi was whipping numerous normals. No sweep, no raw drive rush into a jab conversion or something.
Which he's been doing when Itabashi got close before. Why not there?
That's why I'm wondering, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
You had all the tools in the shed and you didn't pull one out.
She was sitting right there the whole time.
All right.
And he did marry her.
I hope this doesn't come to bite you anything else.
Might be forever alone. Empty lights to start things off. Does get the Oki. Spacing for the heavy kick, looking for that punish counter. Itabashi not fighting now. Only certain ranges now. You see certain buttons in the stand fierce coming back on the table.
Standing medium kick has been a little bit annoying for Salvatore. He's been reacting to it a little bit late with the crouching medium punch from Kami. I think I want to see him try something a little bit different here. That's going to be irrelevant. Not just dead just yet.
Look at all the wind being taken out of Salvatore's sails. It feels like not as active as he used to be, or at least confirming things that leads him into Oki where he is oppressing right after continuously.
Yeah, I think if Itabashi wins this, and Salvatore's chances are out the window.
Oh, word. After all the work he did.
All right, listen, sometimes having a premature start is not a way to end.
Capcom Cup is brutal, bro. That Millie. Drive rush stand fierce trying to catch a button. Salvatore, all the drive gauge getting stripped away with those interactions. SPD.
You might as well go for another one.
Do it.
You're in a position to go for another one, so.
You can take a super. SPD, this man, if it lands, it's over for Salvatore. He's hunting for it.
He tried to do it there. He tried to do a defensive SPD. Itabashi likes to do it a fair bit, but it's going to be irrelevant now because he dropped the combo. My guy, what are you doing?
Finish it, the crunch kick able to hit.
He's still got level 3
Gets
there.
the overhead.
Oh my word, not like this. He gave himself a lifeline by dropping that combo, and the judge, the jury, and the executioner are going to take us to the final round. Good Lord, what am I watching?
Again. And again, and again. Final game, final round.
I mean, I'm all for Zangief combos not working, but...
Maybe not at this level right now.
I mean, it's not that it didn't work, it's that he dropped it. But.
Well, you know. More consistent would be nice here for Itabashi. Bro, hands were on head around the stadium.
Why have I always been there when this guy drops the most crucial combo? I remember at EWC as well.
Cursing, man. Cursing him. Bar at the bottom here for Itabashi. He might gamble, go for a level 3, things.
But it needs to be, he needs to have the help. I think he wants that to kill. Yeah.
Oh, I told you. He's a gambler, he'll do it early. We spin. We got the money on Friday, I'm gonna spin on Saturday. Give me that drive gate, shoot, boom.
Sounds like an athlete to me.
Oh, yeah. The broke ones.
Well, you say that. Anyway, boy, that should have been punished, dude. You should have swept him. But he's going to get good damage here. One more guess for Salvatore. What's it going to be?
A neutral jump and the possibility of a drive rush jab.
That was terrible. That was such a terrible dive kick. Oh, my word. And Itabashi is going to turn it around and take it 2-1. And I think he's actually completely deaded Salvatore's chances to get out of this group.
What? Itabashi playing spoiler to Salvatore after all the work he did in the past 3 days. Itabashi with a very resounding victory back with the brick. Yes, Salvatore had so many drops, so many issues in terms of backing off, letting the steam run out, but that's part of this. You have to be able to get yourself back with the momentum if things do go bad for you in the final game or whatever it may be. Get yourself back in momentum. Itabashi says, I like to play like this. I'm playing with house money. I'm chilling. I'm cooling. You gotta be afraid of me.
I definitely think at one point, I think Salvatore, not rest on his laurels, but I think he was a little bit too patient, a little bit too respectful, not trying to force something to happen. Sometimes I do feel in this game, maybe people get in their own heads or they want to be as risk-averse as possible, but I think he should have forced something because I think he was looking victory in the face. And then Itabashi said, well, I need to turn this around through everything in the kitchen sink. And he did. There was a very fortuitous moment to give us all, as viewers and commentators, an extended lifeline when we saw Itabashi drop the combo, unfortunately. And that is actually his very last match here in Group A at Capcom Cup 11 there. But you know what? Everybody loves watching Zangief. He's a luxury for the uninvolved, maybe not for Salvatore, but it's definitely one of those things.
You gotta say that. It's true. It's fun to watch. Itabashi Zangief and Geef, but playing him and that character is definitely a horrifying experience. I've had the unfortunate pleasure of playing him casuals back in Street Fighter V. Hated every moment of it. But that's why he is such a good person in terms of like being such a standout player in these types of moments where someone's breaking down. He plays around that very well. And again, as we mentioned, playing with house money wasn't really his to have to spin right there.
That,
it's cool. What a dive
listen,
kick.
I'm sorry. I gotta call it how I see it. That was god awful. That dive kick was not good. And you know what? I think he was in a decent position to maybe press 1 or 2 lights and maybe try something there. And he's been exuding so much patience for the vast majority of the match. What made you decide to do a dive kick there? Were you hoping that Itabashi would crouch jab, maybe try a stand medium kick? That probably would have forced a knockdown or something. But that dive kick, that was to his own demise. Look at that.
Bro. Phenom at the top spot. Salvatore with 0 now. That horrible loss. And then Hot Dog with -2. Itabashi with -3, as we mentioned. Punk with -2.
So that means, hold on, if Takamura wins this, then he is the second player out. Phenom, no, you don't have to worry about Hot Dog winning this at all. Because the differential, Takamura and Phenom's differential is too high for anything significant to happen. I think this is just to determine the position. So Phenom ideally would want Takamura to lose.
Damn, your training partnership been hyping up for years upon years. You're like, boo, boo, let's go Hot Dog. I'm down to 5 Glizzies right now, but Hot Dog has been on one today. Full condiments. This guy has been something different we saw with the Punk starting things off. He, I guess I should say, evolved his game plan. You know, maybe didn't go for many air-to-airs and things like that, but he was more active on the ground, so that didn't really matter as much. More conversions off the bomb too as well, more consistency overall in the neutral. Using that stand medium kick to poke and prod and try to gauge where he could do drive rush jab and enter in and annoy, pester the player, which is something I didn't really see from him in the earlier days as much, at least.
Because it was the early stages of the group stage, and right now it's like the shackles are on for a lot of players day 1, and then they come off by day 3, because at that point you either mathematically know your fate has been determined for you, or you're able to turn it around. And because we're seeing like the excess weights just come off a Hot Dog, it's like, oh, okay, I can actually ruin someone else's day. I can play a little bit better. I can probably experiment with a certain situational strategy in this situation. You start to see different things unfold. But like you said, this has been one of the most turbulent groups we've seen throughout the group stages these past 3 days here. So Takamura looking to get a dub because Phenom wants that winner's side top spot. Takamura wants that winner's top 16 spot as well. But there's only one way to find out. Now, looking back at this, there was, I think it was Takamura versus Problem X SFL EU 2024. I think it was that. He had a very interesting strategy.
What was that?
Against him in this matchup. It was like, because he knows Problem so well, he overwhelmed him in certain situations that you wouldn't expect a Ken player in Street Fighter 6 to do to anybody. I don't know if Takamura is going to have the necessary information he needs. I trust him with his research. He's a strategist that is slept on. A lot of people call him a magician in terms of what he likes to bring to the table, style over substance. But this guy's strategic ability is second to none for me. Let's see if he can actually close.